Let's come back to our positions and stand by.
Welcome to tonight's game.
Our background.
And good evening, boys and girls. Who we got on? Moxie, RHUBARB and Cod. Trevor, Stephen, Christine, Kevin, how are we doing? I think there's a load more on than that. If you're in the comments, say hello, and before the Canadians bully you, smash the like button. Otherwise, I will send the Canadian hit squad over to you. Coming up in tonight's show, we've got gonna have a little change up tonight. Sorry, I'll explain what this is in a minute. Don't worry, I'm all over it. Coming up in tonight's show, we are going to be starting off with kind of like adding in, this is purely for Kevin and Rachel and a few others and me for a bit of fun. We're going to be sort of doing a mixer of the week, loosely based around spiced rums. That's kind of how we're going to start the show. And that might sort of change a bit as the weeks go on, because I've got a lot of spiced rums to feature over the next few weeks that will kind of come in the rum review. But for the start off, we're going to be focusing on that. So I'll explain what the mixer of the week is. We're going to have a little play, some simple highballs to get going. And then we are going to be doing cocktail time up there. So tonight's cocktail is very simply a grapefruit daiquiri. Instead of a normal lime daiquiri, we're going grapefruit daiquiri, and we're going to flip up the rums in that kind of fresh grapefruit juice. And then I've got one members cocktail to do in that time as well. We're going for Stephane all the way from Canada as well, so we've got his members cocktail to do tonight. And then I'm so excited, finally I'm going to be cracking out these bad boys. I'll give you a close-up of these later. These have been sitting behind my bar now for about 3 weeks, and I can't wait to crack them. Jamaican rums from the Boutique-y Rum Company, and that'll be coming up around 9 o'clock. No sort of time limit on that. It'll probably stretch for a good hour or so, and then as always, kind of finish up the show with lots of banter, lots of questions, and we shall see how we go from there. So there's lots more people diving into the comments now. Clax, Aaron Helms, I'm just scrolling back randomly here. Where do we get to? There. So Geordies Broadies, Mark SH, Greg's Whiskey Guide, Aaron, Clax Cocktails, Ken, Claire, hello Claire, Laura, who else? Loads. Right, I've been meaning to kind of, let's get the old mousey out of the way. I've been meaning to sort of show what this is for ages, right? So this is a bit of cake and some rum and raisin ice cream. Windy, if you're watching. Windy, you here? Pussers, very kindly, out of the blue, sent me a load of Pussers rum cakes. And you might have noticed one been sitting behind the bar there for ages. I did upload it to socials about 2 or 3 weeks ago when it came. But it's only available in the US. I'll open it in a second. And I have to say, it's flipping amazing. There is some kind of collab happening between me and a lovely lady up in the Lake District sometime in July. It's roughly for Black Tot Day. I'm not kind of sure what's going on yet. It's going to involve cakes and ice cream. Cakes and rum, sorry. But this stuff is amazing. So, what they've got, so I've got 3 there. I've already opened another one. But that, I'll give you, can we see? That's what it is. That's what it's like. So it's a Pussers rum cake. It's made with Pussers rum. And it's just like a sponge cake, but it's absolutely flipping amazing. But the best bit is, you'd like little diddy ones as well. I've got half of one here. No, they're all sealed like that. So you've got plenty of use by on them when they come, because they're all vacuum sealed. But you get some, serve up some rum and raisin ice cream. Now I'm going to use spiced rum, overproof spiced rum on there. Just like drizzle a little bit. Oh my God, it's amazing. Hot or cold, are flipping lovelies. So my mission, your mission, I should say, is you need to get hold of Pussers. Just keep tagging in Pussers, and especially my mate Steve, because he keeps giving me excuses of why we can't get it in the UK. And I just think it's all rubbish. I just think you should buy a load up and start selling them in the UK. Because it's so good. All right, who else have we got here? Where we get to? Mark, Thomas, hello Mark. Where we go? Cake, yeah. Cake Lee, hello Kay. Lee, Ken, John. This is flipping amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. We cracked it about last week. Okay, I'll give you a little close-up. It's just like a little sponge. Can we see that? Where's my camera? Down there. It's just like a little sponge, but it's kind of, you've obviously got the rum in there, but it's like vanilla-y kind of, it's like really, oh, I love it. I flipping love it, especially with rum and raisin ice cream. So I just thought I'd start the show off with that. For almost 3 centuries, the Royal Navy has baked rum cakes to honour and celebrate the royal family occasions. Pussers rum is the official rum of the Royal Navy, making it an essential ingredient for the traditional delicacy. Is there anything else worth in here? The bold, robust taste of Pussers rum makes these cakes irresistible, whether you're a rum connoisseur or a foodie with a sweet tooth. These are flipping amazing. So this has got use by on it of the 6th, so June 2022. I think these are all the same. I'm not sure what this big one is. It's quite heavy though. I don't know where the use by is on this. This is like flipping, look at that, look. If you've just joined us. Refrigerate after opening, serve within 5 days. There's no date on this, but I reckon it's a good year on there. I don't know, proper solid. So I might have to bring this to a rum, like Manchester Rum Festival or something like that. Or we might have to, well, unless Pussers have got any there, if they can be asked to get some over. So yeah, I thought I'd start the show off with that. Have a little bit of cake and a chat. Cake, spoon and rum. Who's my cake man? Cheese boy. Cheese boy. You need to make a Pussers cake if you're watching. STB Live has always been 8 PM. What? Surely. Hey, Kevin. Kevin, how are your 2 lads? Are they there? Hello, Sam. Hello, James. Shame we can't get Windy. Hello, Windy. Yeah, so you need to get onto. I'll put it up in my Discord. I will put Steve's Instagram account in the Discord, and you can all just message Steve and Pussers and tell him and ask him why we can't get it in the UK. I think it's rubbish. I think it's excuses. Just, I said to him, don't come to me with excuses. Come to me with solutions. Easy. You know, just buy it. He said, oh, you can get it and get it shipped. Just buy a pallet, get it over to the UK, and then you can sell it from the UK. It's easy, isn't it? Job done. James, hello, James. Right. So, espresso martini, chocolate. Oh, hello. Espresso martini, chocolate and orange trifle works. Nice. Right. So, now that I've finished that, I thought I'd do that. So, this is the new loose schedule for that. You can see it's got a nice little new button on the top there. So, this is how I'm going to try and work things. As I say, I have got some spiced rums coming up for the rum reviews, but I want to kind of give like proper rum, like a good hour or so in these shows. But as, if you follow my Instagram, if you're in the Discord, you will have seen the amount of rum that I've been sent to sort of showcase. So there will be a few shows coming up where there is spiced rum in the main bit of the rum review, but going forward, I think this is going to be quite good. If you've got any suggestions, if you've got anything you kind of want me to cover, what would help you enjoy rum, what would help you on the journey even more, let me know. Come into the Discord, let me know. I'll only accept suggestions in the Discord. If you want to chat to me, come there. So yeah, that's been happening this week. My one of my videos has gone a bit Pete Tong this week. Got a bit viral, I should say. So it went up to 100, I think it's on 110,000. It kicks off again about an hour before the stream, and it just goes nuts because I get anything from like 100 to like 50 to 100 comments a day from it. It's just insane. The Americans are getting upset because I'm obviously slagging off Kraken, but they don't realise that Kraken in the UK is very different to Kraken in the US. So it's all really funny. There's some really funny comments in there. And judging by this, the comments are flying through here. Remember, I have a suggestion on with the rum. Pipe down, Trevor. You're still at work, aren't you? Not sure I can stay that long, but might move and get back later. All right, Greg. No worries, mate. Nick. Hello, Nick from York. Nick always signs his stuff off. Nick from York, just in case there's another Nick on. Right, so let's start off. Well, I'll give you that. Now this I've got loads of mixes here. I can think. Oh, let me do this for the old timestamps. Where is it? It's this one here. Mixer time. There we go. So I can see that. Whack in some timestamps so people that are watching this back later or tomorrow can see where we are. Don't forget, if you have got a question, I've put it up. Where is it? Up here now. If you have got a question, big capital letters question so I can see it when it comes through on here. Otherwise, if you just write normally, I'll probably miss it, the amount of comments that are coming through now. Found this channel, Sean. Hello, Sean. Found this channel 20 minutes ago and already dig it. Welcome to the gang, Sean. Sean, come and join the Discord. So, tonight's mixer. Now, this sort of stems because I was on, where are we? Down there. I've moved the camera, so the camera's down there. This is what I'm doing tonight. LIXIR's, can you see that? Rhubarb and ginger tonic. Now, you might be thinking, tonic? Yes. Now, don't see these as sort of quinine forwards, kind of heavy tonic. They're like rhubarb and ginger, little tiny hint of quinine, but they're seem more as sort of soda waters, essentially, kind of a little bit of flavoured soda. They are really, really good. Now, this came about because I was judging some of the bar awards, not this week, last week. One of the days I got the mixers. And I knew what these were straight away because everything's blind tasting. But I recognise the bottle, recognise the taste, and I've got all the elixirs here as well: lemon and elderflower, orange and cinnamon. They're really, really good. So I thought I'd start off this week. So what I'm going to do, just for kind of inspiration, because obviously you all know that Coke works, you all know that Ting works, you all know that Lilt works with rum. What else? Sprite for some of you. Apparently in America it's pretty crazy. Like they keep saying orange. What is it? Orange, not Fanta, but something similar to orange Fanta. We all know those sort of things work. I'm not all about that. So in this kind of little segment, I'm just going to give you simple serves. So I've got a few rums here listed of what I was going to do. And I'm going to sort of mainly focus this on spiced rum. And maybe the odd flavour rums, but we shall kind of see. We shall kind of go through this. But I just want to point out one thing before I go any further. This will work, obviously, with normal rum. And for this, I am going to say, can you see all this as well? Look, I've got this. I've got the rum bar up here. I'll tell you what we'll do. I might do this with a bit of Jamaican rum bar, just to start off with. Bit of Jamaican in there. Where else? Hey Kay, how are you? On with the rum. Right, where do we get to? Slurpy Dave, he's got the longest name on there. Partly blah, blah, blah. Greg, enjoying it. You have been showing, teaching us. Old Jay in Toronto, more flipping Canadians. All you flipping Canadians. I got a US guy joined the Discord earlier who lives in Canada. I was like, if you're in the US, stay in the US. Don't move to Canada. I'm joking. Right. So, bit of Jamaican rum. What's that? Well, the funk coming off that. So that is really, really nice on its own. It's actually really nice, actually. Jamaican rum and ginger. As I say, don't see that as a tonic water. See it as a rhubarb and ginger flavoured soda. It is obviously a little bit gassy, but they are, I think LIXIR lads do kind of really cut back the sugar on this. I can't see, where is it? Energy 20. It's only 22 calories. So it's quite low. I can't see how much sugar. Where's the sugar? 4.9 per 100. So it's quite in the grand scheme of things, it's quite low with sugar. That is really, really nice. I like that. Not crazy about spiced rum myself. Yeah, it's all right. We'll get onto the proper rum later. Don't worry. We'll just start the show off with spice. So that's proper rum. Right. The first one I was going to do, the obvious one I thought, was Hirsty's orange and ginger. So I thought, let's orange and ginger. Orange and rhubarb goes quite well. There's already ginger in there, so I thought this would be a good shout to have a little look at. And I might add a little bit of sort of syrup and stuff to this, just to kind of bring out other little flavours. So orange and ginger, rhubarb. What else we got here? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. The little suggestion I had with this, cinnamon syrup. Where's my cinnamon syrup? So rhubarb ginger, orange and ginger, and a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of cinnamon. You could obviously go bitters in here as well. Maybe a liqueur. Where's my little spoon? Let's just stir that up here. Right. Oh, that's dangerous. Mummy Barman. I'll make all these up. Mummy Barman's watching whatever, Dancing on Ice at the moment, so she'll come through here and tell you. Neil, that's the first question I saw. Where'd it go? Does anyone blend 2 or more rums to drink with the mixer? Oh, that's a general question. If you've got a general question, don't type question, because I'll answer it then. If I could kindly ask everyone here to like, yes, the Canadian Mafia are on it. Hit that like button. Right. Turning over a new leaf. I'm going to try and be nice. Right, I like that. That's lovely. So, Jamaican, Hirsty's orange and ginger. Next one. What else did I write down? I've swapped the camera, so the actual, normally I've got the whole software up there staring at the camera. It's now down there, and I've got my notes up there, so I can kind of read it easily. Right, the next one was Honeybell. Honeybell spiced rum. So it's like, if you remember this one from probably about a month ago, it's like what I call liquid crunchy. It's like honey and chocolate. I just kind of think that honey and rhubarb obviously go really, really well together. That was my thought behind that. Oh, God, the rhubarb really comes out with that. I prefer the orange and ginger, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to add just a little drizzle of honey syrup to this. Not too much. There we go. Don't forget, these sort of spiced rums, flavoured rums, are sweeter than normal rums. Oh, that is amazing. Just that little bit of sweetness, just to bring that rhubarb out. Oh, that's some bangers. Really, really like that. Right, next one I was going to do. Oh, a brand new one that came out to play last week, I think. Is that the one? Passion and fruit and guava. It was that one. No, that's the spiced one. Where's passion fruit? There we go. Sorry, passion fruit and coconut. That's what I was going to do. Just for giggles. Just for giggles. Oh, nice to see the bots in the house. Hello, bots. Thanks, High Flying Harris. Who's High Flying Harris? There we go. Liked. Yes, thank you, High Flying Harris. Interesting tip. Steve, I love rhubarb and rose. Rose. I've got some rose. I'll tell you what I have got. Pat, if you're in the house as well. I've got some hibiscus. I haven't got the William Fox stuff here. The William Fox is drink stuff. But I'll tell you what. Hang on a minute. It's got Jamaican with a bit of rose. Let's have a... I'll try anything once. Jamaican, bit of rose. Oh my God, that's all shades of gravy. Oh, that's my favourite. That's amazing. Oh, hello. Who was that? Who said that? Whiskey boy. Hello, Greg. Rhubarb rose and oh my word. Trinidad rum, high kind of, well, medium high ester rum. Might have to make another one for Mummy Barman to try that actually. Bit more. What do I use? Rum bar. Oh, that's the best one. There you go, Kevin. Kevin and Rach, you're going to sell tons of that. See what I mean? Simple 3-ingredient cocktails. Boom, boom. Who wants rum and coke? Hey, rum and coke's a bit dull and boring, isn't it? Right, there we go. Is that better? I tell you what will put her off is that nose, the Jamaican rum nose coming off there. She'll smell it. She'll be like, oh no, I don't want that. Right. So what was this? Passion fruit and coconut. Yeah, passion fruit and coconut. And this. So what's that taste like on its own? I've got a little... I was going to do orgeat syrup with this. Orgeat. Needs a bit of ice. The one thing I will say, it's not the nicest of mixer when it's not chilled. It needs a bit of ice. It needs an ice cube. Like all mixers. It has just come out of the fridge, but obviously the rum's at room temperature and there's not much in there. That, I'm not a huge fan of at the moment, but what was I going to put with this? Orgeat, right. Just a tiny, tiny little bit in there. Boom. Another little stir. I've got, I was going to do, I don't know whether to do these or not. Is anyone, just a shout out, is anyone here? And I know most of you are rum people here, but has anyone got any rum liqueurs at home, like lower ABV? I've just grabbed the spit roasted pineapple and the rum bongo, I can't even say it, rum bongo punch. If no, the only other spiced rum I was going to do, I've got the Belgrove, and I wasn't sure whether to do the hazelnut or the blackberry and fig. I think I'm going to do the blackberry and fig. Oh, see, that is now quite nice. What did I put? Almond syrup in there. Wow. That just a tiny, tiny little bit of sweetness added. That is, oh, actually, that is very good. I think, was it Neil? It was Neil, I've forgotten your name. Greg, sorry, Greg. Greg, that's a good shout. I like that. That's very good. Right, let's do the last one then. So Laura. If you haven't listened to the podcast yet on the Drink Stuff channel, that is now live. Laura, if you go and check out the feedback, there's some people left you some feedback on there already. But so the girls, Laura and Izzy, have done the podcast. It will go live every Monday, but for me to catch up, I posted it Saturday morning, and episode 2 will go live on Monday morning. Each week it'll go Mondays, every Monday, early doors. So you start your week off there. So go and check that out. It's quite funny. I've got the video podcast, but you can listen to it on Spotify and iTunes as well. So go and check them out on there. What was I going to do? I'm going to do the spiced fig and blackberry. I haven't got a syrup to go with this yet. I'm kind of thinking this might be an almond orgeat syrup as well. Right. Got to open this one. Got to open this one. Kevin, what are you thinking? This is all kind of for you. I haven't seen you pipe up yet. Mum will be, oh, there you are. Mummy B will chuck them all in a big picture. She falls off the sofa. Oh, she was feeling a bit, I forgot about that. She was feeling a bit rough last week. Last Monday morning. Think back to those cocktails that we had last Sunday night with the heavy emphasis on the overproof. Oh, that was quite funny. Right, spiced fig and blackberry and rhubarb and ginger. Well, that's quite nice, actually. I love that anyway. I don't know what syrup to put with this. What flavour? What should we go for? So we've got spiced fig and blackberry, rum, rhubarb and ginger mixer. What kind of syrup? Bearing in mind most of my syrups, coconut maybe? Most of my syrups now, the fun ones, are at drink stuff. I haven't got too many here because I don't use them that much. I'm thinking agave. I might do a bit of agave. Maybe, oh, look out. Woo! Look at Greg showing off now. Look, he's a consultant blender. Stephane's in the house. Hello, Stephane. There we go. Right, I'm going to do a tiny, tiny little bit of agave. There we go. Bit of agave nectar. Agave syrup. Right. Here you go, Mummy B, if you want to taste these. That's all I'm going to do. Oh, that's banging. Oh, I don't know what's my favourite now. I love that as a plain rum kind of one. What time did I say I was doing this to? I think this was 8:15 to 8:30, wasn't it? Yeah, that's all right. Cool. We don't want to upset Kevin straight away and run over, do we, in this bit? I don't know what my favourite is out of all these. I think that orange and ginger is still quite good. I think I might. Obviously, that's stand out. I like that as a plain rum. But for all you spiced heads, I think I would go orange and ginger first. Oh, I don't know. I think this one's second. Yeah, that's second. So what's that? Passion fruit and coconut with a tiny bit of almond. So orange and ginger and what was that? I've forgotten what this was already. Orange and ginger. What did I do? Come on. Orange and ginger and cinnamon. Oh yeah, that was a good shout. Passion fruit and coconut with a tiny bit of almond. I think this one's next. That's really nice. Spiced fig and blackberry with a bit of agave. And then the honeybell. Honeybell, what did I do with that? Honeybell and honey. Oh, that's some good stuff there. And if you want some liqueurs, I'll do it in Discord. There we go. Right, let's catch up with the comments in here. Rhubarb and cod. Quite fun. Greg, so hang on. So Greg, let's deep dive into this a little bit here. Maybe because I'm a consultant blender. Pro for the first time. First whiskey created. Right. Ignore whiskey. Have you blended any? We don't care about whiskey. You know, whiskey's just like vodka and gin. It's dull and boring. Have you blended any rum? That's what we want to know. And if so, what kind of rum? What blends have you come out? Don't talk to us about whiskey. We don't care. Rum. Blends rum. There we go. Let us know. Right. I have no work in the morning. Oh, hello. Only have a whiskey barrel. Oh yeah, I've seen those whiskey barrel. Fig and honey. Asho. Asho, why didn't you say that? Fig and honey. That would have been a bit obvious, wouldn't it? Well, I kind of like that. I like where your head's at with this. Right, fig. Not too much. Not too much. You probably want, I don't know, if you're doing long mixed drinks, you probably want about 10 ml, maybe to 50 ml of booze. Probably about that. Right, let's do that. And a bit of that. We've still got some rhubarb and ginger in these. You can get, I forget where you get these from now. You can get them direct from LIXIR. LIX, I'll give you another close-up of these. The blood orange and cinnamon. That'd be a great shout. There you go. So that's what they are, look. Let's give you a proper close-up there, look. I don't know why they have... I don't know, it's a little bugbear of mine. I don't know why they have tonic water on there, because they're not tonic waters. They are literally flavoured sodas. But I'm guessing if they put soda in there, then the gin crowd wouldn't buy them. And, you know, it would just kind of be a faff, really. But the only tonics these days that are out-and-out tonics are literally Indian tonic waters. They're the only ones with any sort of levels of quinine in them, really. These are just kind of flavoured soda waters. That's all they are. But they're so good. Simple cocktails. No, I prefer the agave, actually. No, I definitely prefer the agave. Right, I leave them. Oh, that's so good. I'll leave these here for Mummy Barman if she's getting off her backside. Who knows what she's up to tonight? Who knows? See if she's hungover. I came in last night and she was passed out on the couch. I'm joking. Oh, she's going to come in here and thump me in a minute. Right, so that's a little bit of Spiced Rum Corner for you. Any kind of advances of how to improve that for you guys next week? I'm just going to roll out different mixes. I've got tons here. I've got sent loads. I've got Franklin's and Sons, the pineapple and almonds, the mandarin and ginger. All the old Jamaica stuff now, so the pineapple soda, the tropical soda. Here she comes, I can see the door. I've got the signature Cokes here, actually, so the woody, not that green herbal stuff. I think they've delisted that. So start there. Oh, the little eyes are all lit up now. So I've got the 3 Cokes, the woody, the smoky and the spicy. I'll rock those out one week. Oh, the Jamaican got a big, oh! Orange and ginger up next. You've got to give the raw hand as well. You haven't given the raw hand tonight.
Orange and ginger.
Yeah, she likes that. Give him the raw hand. Come on. There we go. Look, there's the raw hand. It's the Queen's birthday. Oh, no, not, what's it day? Yeah, it's Jubilee. There we go. So, hang on. Did we go? Where did we go? Never blended rum yet, but it's a good idea. I will dig on it. Come back to you. Yeah, crack on. Crack on, Greg. Get blended some rum. Whiskey malt content reviews. My favourite rum cocktails are Dark and Stormy with Woods. Stephane's giving that. That's cool. Rum old fashions are the bee's knees. Well, the bee's knees is a gin cocktail, so. Mummy B. There we go. Rhubarb. Awesome. Oh, hang on. Which one have you taken? The last one.
Well, take them all.
Oh, you take them all. Which one's your favourite?
That one, I think.
The first one?
No, third. Oh, I've lost track now. No, that orange one.
The orange and ginger with cinnamon syrup. That's her favourite. She says as she's just guzzled the blackberry and fig with honey.
I know, can't beat that one.
Do you want any more of those?
No.
Tip on all this one.
No.
You're gonna...
Yeah, if you insist. There you go. Why not?
Why not? Look, why not? There we go. There we go. Boom, done. Right, do you want that one in there?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one sorts that out, doesn't it? There we go. Yeah. Right. So, poor Stephen got that. Right then, so, cocktail time now. Let me just flash this up on screen. So I'm going to start off with cocktail time. Here we go, that one there. Boom. Oh no. Yeah, I'm going to start off with Stephane's cocktail. So that's up first. That wasn't the one I wanted to put on. Where's my cocktail time? That's what I wanted. There we go. But we'll start off with Stephane's. So I've got his members cocktail. Who was it? I forget who it was now. Someone, it was like a porn star martini riff. I'll do that next week. I forget who that was now. Who the hell was that? I forget. So I'll do that next week. And then we'll kind of sort of phase this out. You know, my members, they're pretty lame at popping cocktails in. Apparently they can't create cocktails. So they're pretty lame. So I've only got a couple to keep going. But we'll do this one. So this is Stephane's, what's he called it? Ports of Pain cocktail. I'm really sorry. I was having technical issues before I started. So I haven't actually got a little pop-up at the bottom of this with the recipe. I'm really, really sorry for this. I didn't realise until I went live. Basically, my camera wouldn't sync to the whole system earlier, so it took me half an hour just sort of faffing around, just trying to get that going. Anyway, did she take? She took them all. Who was that? Trevor. She took them all. She took them all. She liked the Jamaican as well. So there we go. Right. So Stephane's. I didn't see, but I'm going to blend this one. I think this is going to be a blended. He's gone a bit crazy. You know what these Canadians are like. We give him there. So this has got rum in it, but not too much rum. So I thought I'd humour him, and I didn't even. I say humour him. I didn't even realise until I looked at it earlier. I just thought, yeah, we'll do that. Flipping, it's rye and mezcal. And I mean, I'm toying with not doing it right now, but I've got the stuff here. I've got the world's best rye whiskey. Greg's going to hate me now. Sorry, Greg. But Stephane, that's all you deserve for submitting a kind of, you know, rye and tiny bit of rum in it. So, and I've got mezcal. This is, I'm forgetting, what's his name? It's Brian, I can't think, Brian Cranston, isn't it? What's his name? I think it's Brian Cranston. I think that's his mezcal. I've got a tiny bit of that left. Jamaican rum, he wants Smith & Cross, so we will get the Smith & Cross out. In there. It's Kate, who's that? Oh, Kate, hello Kate. Smash the like button, get to 50 or Barman gets grumpy. I don't get grumpy, I can't even see how many people hit the like button, unless you lot getting grumpy. Right, Smith & Cross, Angostura Bitters. I haven't got any allspice dram. I'm really sorry, but I've got my allspice bitters, so we're going for that. Fresh lime juice, fresh lemon juice, orgeat, and grenadine. For those of you that are just joining, I've kind of flipped things up. So I'm doing the cocktails first, and then from 9 o'clock, that's when we're going to hit the rum. That's when these babies are going to come out to play. So sort of 9 o'clock-ish, we're going to crack on with them. So I've started off with a bit of spiced rum. And then we'll sort of crack on for this. But Daiquiri, Grapefruit Daiquiri is coming straight after this. So I think I've got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, perfect. So rye whiskey. I'm not even looking at the comments. I'm about to get abused. I know that. But it is the world's best rye whiskey. You can't deny that. It is, obviously. Some mezcal. So I daren't even look. I'm really sorry, Greg, and whoever. I don't know, what's your name? Who's the whiskey reviews? Who is it? Where have you gone? What's the channel? There's a whiskey review here somewhere. Whiskey malt content reviews. What's your name? I don't know what your name is, but I know I've just really insulted you both by having that as a rye whiskey. But I haven't. That's the only whiskies I've got here, to be fair. So right. Let's blend this up because I can't be bothered to shake this. So let's go. Right, here we go. So I'll talk you through it. So half an ounce of grenadine. Bloody hell. This is going to be bright red. Stephane, what are you thinking? So not only is this like a very non-rum cocktail, I didn't even know. If I'd have noticed this wouldn't have happened. I blame Claire. Claire should have piped up and said, that's not a rum cocktail. All you Canadians all stick together. I know what you're like. You never piped up, so I'm blaming Claire. Right, this one's Snake 3. Wow, 30ml of orgeat. Okay, so there's a lot of, there's 45ml of sweetness already. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder it's called Ports of Pain. This is going to give me gas, isn't it? Right, 22.5ml of, whichever one that is. Which one's that? Lemon juice. 22.5ml. This must be lime by default. A little dot. Yeah, that's lime. That's fine. 15ml of allspice dram. Well, as I say, I haven't got my allspice dram. So I've got my Tiki Bitters. There we go. That'll be the equivalent. My Angostura Bitters. 30ml of Angostura Bitters? You're having a flipping laugh, aren't you? That's all I flipping got. Stephane. What is this cocktail? 30ml of Angostura Bitters. I'm not sure I've got 30ml. I'll tell you what, I know what I have got 30ml of. Hang on a second. I'm intrigued. Where's it gone? Where's my aromatics? I've got some other aromatics here somewhere. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where the flipping hell are they? That'll teach me for not looking at the cocktail. Where's the aromatics? Dun, 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 dun. Talk amongst yourselves. There they are. Right, so let's use these aromatic bitters. I know there should be Angostura, but you know. Oh, Jesus. Right, so aromatic bitters. We're back with it now. Jamaican rum, 3/4 of an ounce of Hamden Smith & Cross. There we go, 22.5 mil. 45 mil of mezcal. I'm not sure how much is in here. I reckon we should just about do that. 45 mil. Oh, 40. Oh, bang on the money. Look at that. Look at that. Can we see that? Bang on, it's just off the top there. Oh, yeah. It's like I measured that beforehand. I didn't actually. Right, Dos Hombres Mezcal. And the world's best rye whiskey. Honestly, if you want like whiskey, honestly, this rye whiskey, it doesn't get any. Don't listen to the Americans and the Canadians. When it comes to whiskey, they do not know what they're talking about. All right, Jack Daniel's rye is hands down the best rye whiskey you can get. There must be so many comments. Right, what? 45 mil. This I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I'm gonna hate this cocktail, but you know I'll try everything once. Okay, right. Crush the icy. I don't know whether this was a blended, but I'm going to blend it just for giggles. There we go. Right. Any excuse to get my Rolls Royce out. Kate, have you got a blender? Kate, that's what you need for your little bar. You need a blender. Right, there we go. Boom, off. That is literally blood red in colour, and I think I want, just so you can see it, I think I want this massive tiki glass here, because there's a lot going on in this. I would put it in one of those, which are all down there now, by the way. But I think you need to see this colour. Ports of Pain. So the cocktail is, what's it called? I forget. So it's the Port of Spain, and what's the other one? It's a mishmash of two, isn't it? Port of Spain, mashing of two. Oh, it's two versions of the Port of Spain. Okay, that makes sense. Right. So here we go. Here we go. Let's go back. See how much. See how upset the whiskey fans are in this. Have I upset the whiskey fans? Love how unscripted this is. Oh, Kate's had a heart attack at 30 mil. 30 mil of what? 30 mil of Angostura Bitters. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what that was. Oh, look, Greg agrees. That Jack, it's a good whiskey. I told you, it's the best whiskey. Lot 40. Right, that's as far as I'm scrolling back. If I've missed anything else, I'm really sorry. How do I say that? Vlad? That's got to be, W's got to be V, isn't it? Vlad. Is that how I'm saying your name? Whiskey malt content? Make me laugh. That was a typo. It's not me that's typed it. It's Stephane. I've just cut and pasted it. So there we go. Figure a whole bottle of smothered Christie's. Right. Bullet Rye. Oh, who are you? A.M. Miller. Don't come to me with your Bullet Rye. That's just Jack Daniels in it. It's just Diageo's, you know, Bullet. Right, Steve is plucking. I'm not plucking up the courage to taste this at all. Every bone in my body does not want to taste this. What's the difference between rum cocktail, say regular, and tiki cocktail? So, tiki would be. So tiki, don't even associate. This is where a lot of people go wrong. Without deep diving too much, don't associate tiki with the Caribbean, because it's really not. Tiki is more like sort of like the Samoan Islands. That was not Haiti. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, she's waiting outside the door for me to taste this. Hey, you can taste it first before I do.
I'm waiting for you to taste it
Oh,
first.
here we go.
You coward.
Hawaii, that's the word I'm looking for. It's different. It's actually not it's not as bad as what can I taste? I think it's the bitters, obviously. I think it's the mezcal that comes through on that, actually. A little lot. I wish you could see her eyes. It's like, let me have it, please let me have it. Come on, please, please, please. Is that other one gone?
No.
Oh, all right. Drum roll.
Oh, that's rather tasty.
Oh, she likes that. Well, that's going to disappear.
No, it's not. Not tonight.
Stephane, you've got the Mummy Barman seal of approval. So, tiki cocktails. Thanks. Yeah. Tell you what, while you're passing, just whack that on the shelf up there so that gets out of my way. Get rid of that. Thank you. Just up in the corner. So, tiki cocktails. Associate them with kind of Hawaii, Samoa, kind of all of Fiji, all those kind of islands there. Caribbean islands are more kind of about tropical cocktails. So, the big difference between tiki kind of blends citrus, quite citrus heavy, but lots of sort of spice notes, whether it's kind of like your cinnamon, your allspice, all that sort of stuff. I'm not talking like chili, sometimes chili, but I'm not really talking chili. I'm kind of talking the right spice. Whereas Caribbean tropical cocktails, they're just fun and fruity. So for instance, that would be very much be a kind of tiki cocktail, essentially, even though it does kind of originate from Trinidad, Port of Spain. Yeah, Trinidad. I'm sure that's where it'd be. Port of Spain's Trinidad. Sure is. Is it? Sure is. But that would be a kind of Don, I forget who created that now. It would kind of be a Don the Beachcomber kind of vibe. So mishmash of his style of cocktails that he kind of created a tiki culture with that. But the Caribbean islands are very much sort of tropical cocktails. Very easy, very fruity, not too much spice going on, just easy to drink. All right. That's kind of my interpretation. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's kind of how I would describe it. Rhubarb and Cod loves her mezcal. Tiki is Pacific. There we go. Pacific Islands. That's the word I was looking for. I could always rely on you, like Polynesian. There we go. That's the word. I could always rely on you, like to bail me out. Fiji, Samoa. That's the islands. All that sort of, north of Australia, round to Hawaii. All those sort of islands. That's where sort of tiki originates from. Basically, lots of flavour. Lots of flavour. Not sort of tropical, sweet forward, just lots of flavour. That is tiki in a nutshell. Mezcal is flipping horrible. Just throwing that out there. Right, let's get on with some proper cocktails. So, for this week, what I thought I wanted to do for the next couple of weeks, instead of going all these fun cocktails from Smuggler's Cove, I wanted to go back to basics with this. And I kind of want to look at the daiquiri. So next 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to be looking at the daiquiri. This week, I'm going to be swapping the lime juice out for grapefruit. So I personally really do love a grapefruit daiquiri. So we're going to be doing a grapefruit daiquiri this week. Next week, I think I've forgotten now which way round I'm doing it. I'm just going to do going back to the normal daiquiri, but then playing about with white rums, different white rums to go in there, and just kind of see what difference that makes. And then the week after, because you know me, I love a little experiment. I'm going to take one rum, so whichever rum I prefer next week, I'm going to take that rum and then we're going to be playing about with the sugar syrups next week. So homemade 1-to-1 syrup, homemade 2-to-1 syrup, bought sugar syrup, bought in cane sugar syrup, and gum, because there's a difference between them all. So 3 bought in, 2 homemade. I might do Demerara, but I'm not sure about that yet. And then there is a follow-on the week after where we're doing flavoured sugar syrup. So we'll do like almond, maple, honey, muscovado. Because I've still not really played with the muscovado in a daiquiri yet, and I really want to do that. So yeah, that's kind of just focus, because I know it's not point getting too technical with rum cocktails. You've all got the books. You can all go through you can buy the books. So let's just dissect a few things. So I am going to use this. Because my Nick and Nora glasses are right at the front, stupidly, so I've got to pull all these glasses. Oh no, I've got one here, look. There we go, could do that one. But that's the only one, the rest are all back here. Right, so I'm going to do a daiquiri, a proper daiquiri first off. Now, when I make, he says, there it is. When I do make daiquiris, Grapefruit daiquiris. I tend to go a lot more grapefruit than I would do lime juice normally. I don't know whether that's anyone else, but that's just me. So for this cocktail, I'm going to start off with what am I doing? I'm doing, I swear to God, I'm doing Flor de Cana. Yeah, Flor de Cana up first. So I'm going to make this proper. I'm going to make this a full size one. I'm going for a 60ml double bubble, just so you can kind of see the ratios that I go for with a grapefruit. So 60ml double bubble. Love that. So for this, I'm going to go 40ml. 40ml. So it's kind of like a 2, 1 and a bit, 1, if you like, for this. So grapefruit. So 40ml is just there of grapefruit juice. And then which sugar shall I use? I'm going to use Monins. No, let's keep George happy. Let's do this. Let's finish George's bottle off. So I'm going to do just, what am I doing? 15ml, half an ounce of sugar. So 15ml, 40ml of grapefruit, and then 60ml of rum. Now, a good little flip for this, and I think it's how Plantation, and we'll get this clarified when Fads comes up in a couple of weeks. I think this is how Plantation do their Stiggins daiquiri. I've never known the proper out-and-out recipe for Stiggins daiquiri, but I know when they do serve up, whenever I've been to their events, it's kind of grapefruit as the juice, if you like, not the lime juice. The citrus, that's the word I'm looking for. Right. So. There we go. Right, Neil, are you in the house? Right, Neil, let's have a word with this. Neil, if anyone's in my Discord, go and have a look at his cocktails. And that porn star martini is flat as a pancake. Neil, are you watching? Right, cocktail in there. None of this, Neil. None of that. None of that. This proper. I'm sorry, Neil, but don't go uploading flat porn star martinis to the Discord because you're just going to get abused. You're probably going to get more abuse than Mark and his cooker temperatures at Fahrenheit and not Celsius, or whichever way around it was. Oh, there's a funny story about that. Isn't there, young Marky? Right. I forgot about it until you brought it up earlier. Right, double strain. Boom. There we go. Look at that. Look. In the bartender. It's the bartender shot glasses. Nick and Nora. Daiquiri. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Love that. It's not quite got the lime. Well, you know that like lime with a citrus bite. It's not. It's just like a smooth, mellow, kind of. You know, it's just a grapefruit daiquiri. It's really, really nice, nice and bright. Do you know what I'm thinking with that? Actually, with the Flor de Cana, I don't know whether it's just the rum. This is what I'm going to be doing. I've got rums to play about with this now. But for this one, I think that might be the first time I've done Flor de Cana in this. I want some honey syrup in that, grapefruit and honey. That would be amazing. Oh, hang on. What's is Neil? I don't do that. What? Now, Neil, calm down. Only get a frost with the shake face. Yeah, right. Fair wind. Hello, fair wind. Anything else? Right, that's it. Oh, what's going? Oh, cachaça. We'll allow cachaça. We won't allow Iraq though. Right. And I'll tell you what else would go in there as well. Hang on, just for giggles. Trevor knows exactly what's coming up here. Pineapple and star anise bitters. I'll tell you what, that'll be a great little flip. Right. Oh, I've already got the whiff of that. Right. So simple grapefruit daiquiri. Now, I want to see what difference the rums make. So the rums I'm going to do. I'm so excited. 10 minutes. 10 minutes and I get to crack these bad boys. I'm so looking forward to tasting these. So looking forward to tasting these. Oh, that's amazing now. that's good. Still want honey syrup in that randomly. Right. How am I going to do this? Let's go 1, 2. Look at me with the old shakers. Right. First up, what was the first one? First one was ED3, which I've moved stupidly. What a muppet. There we go. ED3. I'm going to do half one. So, ED3 in that one. Next up, RHUBARB Silver. I'm not brave enough to do overproof, but RHUBARB Silver. So, Demerara, Guyana, Jamaican. Trev, I'm not sure whether you've cracked this yet, but you've got to. I think you're just going to get off the smell, let alone taste it. But I don't know whether you've cracked this yet. Pour. Have a go. Right. Dawley's is the next one up. Dawley's 3-year-old. This one. So this is Barbados. That's that. What's next? And then Cuba. Oh yeah, we're going to Cuba, aren't we? Got to go to Cuba. Ron Cuba. I've got one more here. Why have I got another one out? I reckon. Do you know what? I've not put it down here. I put my notes say could go on for bloody ages. Plantation, Lost Years, Barcello, Veritas, Santiago. The one I hadn't put, I might as well. UK one, Mad City Botanical Rum. I think that's what I'm going to do. I hadn't planned to, but there we go. So, lovely, jubbly. Right, let's do these grapefruits. So, 30ml is that. Boom. That one. That one. That one. That one. Speed. Boom, boom, boom. Grapefruit and sugar. Grams. Trevor, have you not capped the rum bars yet? Oh, you're in for such a... I tell you what, I think... I know you lot love Ray and Nephew, but I think that rum bar, the overproof rum bar... Oh, that's the one you've not got, is it? I think you're going to fall in love with that. I think Rob's Home Bar, doing his spirit infusions, or whatever you want to call them, homemade liqueurs... I think if he swapped over to Rum Bar from Ray and Nephew, I think he would just go berserk on them. I need to have that chat with him, actually. Right, ice. Din, 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 din. Din, 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 din. Get rid of all the ice. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. And 2 in there. Right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've forgotten what these were now. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Right, so the grapefruit daiquiri, 5 ways. Does the rum make the difference? Oh, event bartender day's coming out now. Right, there we go. Pop that in there, pop that in there. Boom. Running commentary. Anything? Claire. Me and Sarah did. Hang on. Me and Sarah did. Rum bar overproof too much. Go. Lovely, jubbly. Right. Number 2 done. What? Kate, I was doing rum bar overproof shots on my birthday a few months back. Wow. Did you last the evening? I thought I was gonna see I could have batched these, but I wanted to do it properly for once. Daiquiris, you've got to do DACs prop. Din, 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 din. That's that, that's that. I tell you what, there's all kinds of smells going on here now. Lovely. Question, Greg, I heard some reviewers say Barbados rums are not flavoured. All Barbados rums are not flavoured or got by a short shot. Right. Basically, there is no GI in Barbados. There is a GI in Jamaica. There is no GI in Barbados. Hang on, let me shake this one. There we go. So, despite what you think and despite what rum geeks like to tell you, any brand that has consistency or release, so like Dawley's for instance, that is going to release the same 5-year-old rum year on year on year will use caramel colouring. Barbados doesn't use sugar as a whole. The difference being when you get like, just take Plantation for instance. Plantation, when they do a Barbados release, will add a bit of sugar. WIRD distillery, West Indies Rum Distillery for instance, they are the ones that will use a bit of sugar in their Barbados rums. Not too much, but they're the ones that do. Where you've got St Nicholas Abbey, Foursquare, Mount Gay. A lot of them do, a lot of them don't. Sorry, none of them, most of them don't, but some they will do. I think Mount Gay Eclipse has got a tiny bit of sugar in it, but not too much, for instance. But the Black Barrel doesn't, because I've been looking at that research this week. Right. But St Nicholas Abbey won't. You know, they like to be proper. Right, look at all that. Boom! And loads of ice in there. So, well, this was the pimped up one. With pineapple and star anise bitters. Right, quite good. So, first up then, Eldorado 3-year-old. The chocolatey nut. I say this every time I make an Eldorado daiquiri. I don't know about anyone else, but the chocolate notes that get off Eldorado in a daiquiri is insane. That's just chocolate and grapefruit. I flipping like that. I think I prefer that actually to the Flor-de-Cana. Right, next up was, what was this one? Oh, Jamaican. Steady. Interesting. I'm not a fan of that. It's all right. Don't get me wrong, I drink it. But compared to the Eldorado, that's my favourite so far. Right, next up was Dawley's 3-year-old. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's proper good. Oh, two completely different ones there. The chocolate notes coming off that, but the clean freshness coming off the Dawley's. Oh, that's hard to split those two. Chopping board's just fallen over. Oh, that's tough. Right, next up, Cube. So Cuban. So the difference, but for the guys that are just watching, that don't really kind of get what I'm trying to do here. Different rums, obviously, but different styles of rum. So we've gone for Nicaraguan, sort of a Spanish style of rum. A Demerara English style of rum. Again, an English style of rum, but Jamaican. Again, English style of rum, but Barbados. We're back to a Spanish style of rum, again, but Cuban. So lighter. Cuban rums are kind of less lighter by kind of design, you know. Wow. That is head and shoulders. That is amazing. That is insanely good. Ron Cube, don't know if you can see that. There we go. Ron Cube, that is insanely good. What was this one? Oh, Mad City, English. So botanical rum, we talked about that a few weeks ago. English style of rum, imported molasses. So it is proper rum from England. It's made in a way that gin would be. So it's kind of, think of it, instead of like vodka as the base, it's rum as the base. So that's the difference. All right, there's no juniper in it. Sorry, molasses is the base. So there's no juniper in it. But for all intents and purposes, it's a rum distilled like a gin would be. All right. That's tasty, but I prefer that to the Flor-de-Cana. Wow. So, the Flor-de-Cana for me, so what we've got 6, 1, 2, 3. So, in last place for me is the Jamaican. I don't, and this is weird because Jamaica rum and ting, and I'm already a minute over. I'm a minute into eating my time for Jamaican rum. I'll finish this off in a sec. Jamaican rum and ting is kind of a staple, but for me, as a grapefruit daiquiri, I'm not a huge fan of that. So 6th place is the Jamaican rum bar. 5th place is the Flor de Carne. I don't need to taste that again. I've had it. In 4th place is the Mad City. I really like. Don't get me wrong. I love them all. So the Mad City. Equal second. Now I can't split these because there's just completely different chocolatey notes, fresh and sort of vanilla notes off the Dorleys. I can't split them. They're really, really good. But the Ron Cube is exceptional. Oh my God, that is just hands down. But, yeah. Wow. And that's the point we're trying to make. That's the whole point of that segment. I want to take just simple cocktails and show you what difference rum makes, or different styles of rum makes to your cocktail. Don't just think, you know, we've gone past, like 10 years ago, working behind a bar, oh, we've just grabbed this rum instead of this rum. You know, if we've run out, oh, that'll be all right. You don't realise, you don't really appreciate until you go down a rum journey, how much difference the base rum actually makes to a simple cocktail, like the daiquiri, like the Mai Tai, like a mojito, all that sort of stuff. It really does affect it massively. Especially when you've only got like 3-4 ingredients going into the cocktail. That Ron Cube is exceptional. And so the test next week is the same sort of thing, but with a normal daiquiri, a lime daiquiri. And already I know in my head that it kind of will be a bit biased because I know Ron Cube is my favourite daiquiri rum out of everything I've got here. I really, really love it. I should have done plantation in this. I should have done. Damn it. I think the plantation would have sat there because I know I love plantation as a daiquiri more than I do Dorleys. That's really interesting, actually. Should have done that. We'll know for another time. But that Ron Cube is exceptional. Right, let's just quickly dive into here before a few comments because I need to have a little clear up here. The face don't lie. Or did the face give it away? Right, there we go. Hang on, I've missed the... so basically, Barbados can have caramel or sugar. Barbados, someone's probably already answered this. Barbados, they can. Richard Seal and Foursquare don't. They absolutely hate it. St Nicholas Abbey won't. Mount Gay don't in their higher end rums. What's the other one? There's another big one. I'm forgetting. But yes, they effectively can. Whereas Jamaica, if it says Jamaican rum on the bottle, then it cannot have sugar added to it. Or I don't know. I forget how they get away with this now. Because Plantation will obviously take Jamaican rum, age it back in cognac in France, and there will be a bit of sugar added to it. I forget what the actual terminology, but if it says something like, I forget what it is, or blended on Jamaica, on the island of Jamaica or something like that, it won't have sugar in it. But I don't know how the wording kind of works when they kind of age it somewhere else and then add sugar. But Jamaican rum, if it comes off the island, won't have sugar. Right, rum like gin, you say, sacrilegious. I don't know who that's aimed at. It's probably me, because that's probably something I said. Keeping us from our rum. Right, my latest crush is Plantation OFTD. Yeah, OFTD, been there, done it, got a t-shirt, reviewed it many times. Awesome stuff. She does, blah, blah, blah. Any more here? So is there a big chance? What? Hang on, Dutch Comfort. So is there a big chance in... Big change, I'm assuming. Big change in taste between molasses and sugar-based sugar juice daiquiri? Yes. Yeah, I know, Trevor. Doesn't make... I'm not saying it doesn't work. It's just my least favourite. Now, for instance, just to put this into perspective, I know full well that if I'd used Bacardi in that, Bacardi would have come here. because it just doesn't work in a daiquiri. But that, yeah. Compared to, if you've got Ron Cube, I don't know if you can get Ron Cube up there, but you just need to try that there. Right, the comments are firing in now, and I'm really sorry. I'm just going to quickly scroll through all these. If I have missed any questions, I don't think I have, because no one's put a question in capital letters, which is absolutely fine. I think you're all talking amongst yourselves, which is awesome. That's cool. Right, let's pop these to one side. Are these still on camera? I need to have a... I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pop this on screen for 2 minutes, because it is Brazilian... Brazilian? That's not the word I'm looking for. Jamaican rum review time. So just while I'm clearing the bar, clearing my little area up, we are going to be cracking on with these Jamaican rums. Cha-ching! Or can you hear my little tap? Oh, yeah. USB tap. Who'd have thought you can get USB taps in this day and age? It's genius. Right, now we can come back to the old screen. There we go. Boom. There we go. As if by magic, the bar is cleared. Right then. So, let's get on to Jamaican rum. Let's get on to this. Sitting in Canada for 100 Canadian dollars. What's that? I don't know what you're talking about. What's 100? Oh, Cube. 100. MX. Kate's like 300 levels above us. Kate's like a proper rum geek. I love the MG XO. What's that? Oh, Mount Gay XO. Ah, I'm with you now. MG. I'm with you. I'm on there. And both the Mount Gays and the third Mount Gay is, so the fourth one if you include the Eclipse, but they're landing maybe next week. Right then. So, I'm going to do these one at a time, and I'm going to bring them, if I get these in the right order, up to the camera so you can see what's going on. Excuse me. Right, that's the one I'm doing first, the blended. I'm sure it is. Blended. Right, so, quick backstory for those of you that don't know who, but hang on, let me give you this. There we go. Right, let's do, we on camera? There we go. Yes, so, this is the first one up. So, if I can get really, I love this camera, look at this there. This is the first, Skull and Crossbones, right. 9-year-old, batch 1, bottle 265 off 486. All right, that is what we're in there. So blended rum, pot and column still rum, multiple distilleries. Right. So, just to give you the very, very quick backstory behind the Boutique-y Rum Company, for those of you that don't know, they are the third boutique-y company. Basically, they are sub-brands of, in the loosest sense of the word, Master of Malt. Master of Malt is owned by, parent company is Atom, Atom Brands, Atom something or other, I forget what it is now. And then they've got lots of subsidiary companies. They've got Atom Spirits, Atom Brands essentially, and then off Atom is the Boutique-y companies. There's Boutique-y Gin, which was the first one, I think. Boutique-y Whiskey and Boutique-y Rum. Side stories to that, they've got Master of Malt, Drinks by the Dram. They're all separate companies, all right? Now, so what the Boutique-y company do, bearing in mind Atom Brands are responsible for, let's get this one down here. This is one of theirs, for instance, Atom Brands, Master of Malt is Rum Bullion. What else have I got here? That Central Galactic, I don't know where it is, but it's probably tucked away. No, it's right there, look, which I did a few weeks back now. That's an Atom product. Okay, the Jaffa Cake stuff. Those you will know, oh, there it is. You know, that's an Atom product as well. Okay, so that's the sort of company you're dealing with. Now, the reason why I mention those is because people naturally assume, to the outsiders, kind of naturally assume, they're like, oh, okay, you know, if you know what Rum Balloon is, you know what Jaffa Cake is, you kind of think, I'm not really sure what the rums are. Right, forget that with Boutique-y. Boutique-y are all about going straight to the distillery and just kind of getting the liquid straight from the distillery and doing nothing with it apart from packaging it and branding it, okay? The whole purpose is to kind of get you to taste the liquid as it should be, all right? And kind of like special releases, all right? So this won't be anything else that you can buy just labelled up, but it will be 100% rum, no sugar added, maybe a bit of colouring. I don't know that, to be honest. I wouldn't have thought so, but I don't know, because it's just literally 486 bottles. So that's kind of what it is. With some Boutique-y releases go into detail of what the actual brand is, what the actual rum is, but these are all secret. Okay, there's no kind of knowledge barrier. Just to take that a step further, there are 2 permanent releases from Boutique-y. Signature Blend number 1, which is Jamaican and Martinique rum. I can't wait to crack that. I'm going to crack that next week. And then we've got Signature Blend 2, which is Jamaican and Guyanan rum. These 2 are permanent stocks. That is phenomenal stuff. All right, really, really good stuff. And I love them because they're, apart from those 2, which are 70 CLs, these are 50 CLs, which makes bottles a lot cheaper. Because at the end of the day, if you just want to try some rum, you don't want a whole 70, you know, you might not like it. It just makes it accessible. I love 50 CLs. It just makes your rum accessible to try different stuff. So we don't really know what this is. I'll read you the back of the bottle. I think this is all the same. Yes, right. So this, I should have just read this. This will make clear things up for you. The Boutique-y Rum Company is here to bring you delicious rums to confirmed geeks, adventurous rookies, and the rum curious. Rum-curious, not hashtag rum curious. We aim to provide total understanding of the liquid in the bottle so you can navigate and explore the category with confidence. Our limited edition labels are hand illustrated and designed with a nod towards the whimsicality, incorporating characters, distilleries, and rum related awesomeness. All right, so we can sort of see that. Also, I can tell you from that, and I didn't really research that too much, but that's obviously a dunder pit. All right, so to give you another close up on that, there we go. That's obviously paying a little nodding the cap to a dunder pit. So I'm expecting this, even though it hasn't got any mark on here like these have. So this has got JMWP mark. I didn't look at the marks. I should have looked at the marks this week. And this has got MG mark. This hasn't got a mark on it, but then it's a blended rum, so it won't have a mark on it. And Jamaican rums do have marks to kind of relate what the ester count and all that malarkey from different distilleries, all right? So this is the first time I've ever cracked this. This is a blended rum, 55% ABV, 9 years old. Multiple distilleries, pot and column still. I've even got these little, I love these little glasses. Look, I've got these little, makes so much difference. Right, so, good girl, I can't even say that. Good girl gone bad. Oi, oi, yes. Atom Brands. Yeah, so the spirit side is Atom Brands, but Atom, I forget what this is now. Atom something is the parent company, all right? Right. Signature one is a must for a daiquiri. Yeah, I'm so happy they've rebottled these to 70 CLs now. The 2 core ones. It makes so much sense. Because, as I say, you know, I think bars would get a good deal from Master Malt Trade counts. I think it's a cracking daiquiri rum. Cracking daiquiri rum, that. Right, so this is the blended. I don't think I can really tell you anything else about this. I've got no notes there. So, blended rum, number 1. Oh, it's not massively high in funk, from what I'd kind of class as. There's a little bit of funk there. It's like unmistakable Jamaican. What's that? Kind of get honey off that. Oh, what's that sweet? It reminds me of a sweet. I'm going to say pear drop. No, it can't be. That really reminds me of pear drops. It can't be. That must be me. Can't be. Bit of the traditional sort of Jamaican sort of pineapple notes to it off there. The esters is kind of like a honey feel, sort of a honey kind of toffee nose to it. Right, let's have a little sip. Woohoo! That's got some bite to it. And let the first one burn the palate. 55%, don't forget. So technically an overproof rum. Stronger than Navy strength as well. Right. Sugary. Sorry, sort of, oh, how can I explain that? I don't mean sweet at all. Sorry, I don't mean sweet. Kind of that sort of toffee, kind of sugary kind of vibe off there. Maybe like burnt sugar. That is actually really nice. I get a lot of honey off that. I can see the comments. I'll tell you what the aftertaste does remind me of, actually. And I haven't had it for ages. Banana bread. It kind of does remind me of banana bread. That's insane. That's good. Right, here we go. Going through the comments here. Coroni, yeah, Neil. Yeah, but that's the point, Neil. So if you bought a Coroni, and I think, oh, you've listed it at 23. You know, I've seen full bottles, 70 cls of Coroni. Bearing in mind, so Coroni, for those of you who don't know, is a Trinidad distillery that closed many years ago. Basically went bust many years ago, but there's still so much rum laying around that's been bought up, and people just, you know, or barrels of rum just lying around. And every so often, someone will release a Coroni rum, and they're just so expensive and so well sought after. So, for instance, that where's he put? £300 for a 50 cl of Coroni, you know full well would have been 400, 450 had that been a 70 cl. So it's your chance to try it at a cheaper price. And it makes no sense to bottle it at 100 ml or 150 ml. That, do you know what, right? I've not had, in quite a few years, I've not had the Appleton 15. But in my head, that is what I'm expecting the Appleton 15-year-old to taste like. Really kind of nice caramel feel. For me, it is that Appleton side of it. Right, here we go. For me, it is the Appleton end of Jamaican rums. I certainly wouldn't put it at the Hampden end. I certainly wouldn't put it at the Worthy end. For me, it is very heavily influenced. I don't know where the rums have come from, and I'm really sorry, Pete, if you're watching or will watch us back. But for me, I would firmly put that in the Appleton category. I lose the fruitiness off the onto the taste. On the nose, it's there. I lose the fruitiness on the taste. It is kind of real spicy. Honey, toffee. I'll tell you what, that's going to make a cracking rum fashioned. Oh my God, that's going to make a good rum fashioned. That's really enjoyable to sip neat. Really enjoyable. I'm liking that. Yes, really liking that. Not much I can really else tell you about that. I think some multiple distilleries. If I was a betting man, and I'm probably going to be, and this will show you how wrong I am. And I'm not sure whether they'll ever disclose it. I don't know whether Pete will tell you or not. I haven't asked him. I would bet, me personally, just from my limited experience, I would put that's heavily influenced by Appleton rums from that. That's really good. Really good. For me, definitely sort of honey. The fruit, it's the pear drops on the nose. It doesn't carry through in the palate for me. That's really good. Right. What else? Viscous. That's the word. No, not really. It does feel like it in the mouth. Who said that? Dutch Comfort. It has got that mouthfeel, but no, I mean, it doesn't, legs-wise, it's certainly not sticking to the glass too much. In fact, it runs down, I wouldn't call it thin, but in the same token, you know, it's not sticking to the glass. So that's the best way I can describe that. The toffee apple? Maybe. What else have we got? Well, I'm just going to scroll back a little bit here. Right, there we go. Oh, Dave, Boots on the Rocks. Hello, Dave. How are you? Banana bread, rum cake. I'm getting hungry. Right, here we go. Appleton. I have a feeling Appleton J. Ray don't sell a distillate in bulk very much. I would guess it's from somewhere else. It just depends, because I know full well that there are apples. I know full well there are spiced rums circulating that are J. Ray or Ray and Nephew based and all that, and Appleton. So while they won't publish the fact, all rum distilleries will basically sell their liquids. They've got tons of liquid to sell to other people. So I'm tasting that. I'm pretty confident that there's quite a bit of Appleton rum in that. That's all I'm saying. But until sort of Pete, if they ever do confirm it, I don't know. But yeah. Bearing in mind, I don't know what your first name is, A.N. Miller. Bearing in mind, that's not in bulk. 400. So, bearing in mind, Pete, for instance, who's kind of fronting up this for Atom or Boutique-y Rum, Pete is very well connected. So, if Pete went to Joy Spence and Appleton Rum, for instance, and said, look, do you fancy doing a cask of rum? It's pretty much going to happen. All right, he's pretty well connected. Not as massive in the rum world as Ian Burrell, for instance, but he's a pretty big deal. A lot of people know him. So basically, what I'm saying is, if Pete went to any rum distillery in the world and said, "Look, we're doing this, will you?" I'm pretty sure he would get whatever he wanted. Really, that might be me just kind of looking at things slightly obscure. Or what's the word? Obscure from what he actually is, but I think he's pretty well connected. Right, I really like that. I'm just going to rinse this out. Nice. My little USB tap. Right, so next up, which one's next? Secret Distillery #1. Now, I'm pretty much convinced, from my limited knowledge of marks, that this isn't an Appleton rum, because what you can see here, we've got a little mark on there. So this is with the rum. Secret Distillery #1. Pot still rum, single distillery, sugarcane or field, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to focus there. Look, 9 years, batch 3, JMWP mark, bottle 414 of 872, 53.8%. Now, I should have done the research on marks, because I swear a proper rum geek, if they looked at the mark, would know instantly where that's come from, because the marks are sort of published from, or sort of, I think they're published in Jamaica. Right. So this one, Secret Distillery #1. From this, what else have I got? Nothing else to really tell you on this one. No, nothing at all on this. Right. Oh, there's some aromas coming off this straight away. Pineapple. I've not even kind of held that up there. There's pineapple coming off this. Right. I don't know what Trevor's refusing to buy, but Trevor's refusing to buy something. Trevor, what are you refusing to buy? How far have I got to scroll back to see what you're refusing to buy? Worthy Park. What's Worthy Park? Hang on, young Trevor. It's Worthy Park. What's Trevor? What's Worthy Park? 5 more. Boutique-y does advent calendars. True, I'm just going to scroll. The pineapple nose coming off this is insane. I haven't even gone anywhere near my nostrils yet. Good rums. Breakfast cereals, yeah, random. Right, old-fashioned E&A. WP, Worthy Park. There we go, JM. Right, okay. Now, instantly, off the nose, this has got the Jamaican funk going off it. And obviously you will get that because we have got the mark. So WP, obviously, sorry, that was a bit stupid. Hang on a minute. So if you're doing the research then, what's an MG? If someone could Google MG, Boutique-y Rums are Worthy Park. No, they're not. Not all of them. Obviously not. Some are, some aren't. Right. So if someone can sort of Google WP, what is it? No, not WP. MG. Find that is. Right. That is insane pint. That is completely different. There is no way in the world that that is coming from the same place as what that is. Absolutely not a chance. Not a chance in hell. Right. Pineapple. It's just pineapple coming off the nose of that. Toffee, pineapple. I get more banana coming off that actually. Where's my water? I've lost my water. I think I left my water in the other room. Ah! My water's beside the sink. That's all right. Right, I know where's some water. Hang on a sec. He says, oh, I don't know where some water is. Right, let's have some ginger ale. Cleanse the palate. Where's my bottle of water? There we go. Oh, there's some water. That'll do. Right. So I've got to do this all properly, haven't we? Oh. Bottle falling on the floor. Right, sorry, I've got some water now. Right. Oh, Mummy Barman's bringing the water out now. Thanks, Mummy B. Where was it? By the side of the sink?
On the cooker.
On the cooker? What, cooking? Yeah. Is that where you left it? Gosh, she's pissed up already, isn't she? Right, let's get on to taste this. So how strong was this? 53.8. So still overproof, not Navy strength. Wow. That is... Do you know... That... Right, hang on a second. Hang on. This is going to blow your little minds. This is going to blow your little minds. I don't know whether this is just me. It's not the same. It's not the same. That is almost as pineapple-y as what Stiggins Fancy is. Almost. You've just got the whole Jamaican characteristics coming off the back of that. That's insane. There is so much pineapple on that. So much pineapple. All I really get off that is pineapple and toffee. I'll be brutally honest, I don't get anything else on that. It's certainly not as peppery, as spice as the blend, whatever this was. Blended rum. Nowhere near, but you have got those sort of high ester notes to it. But that's insane. That is almost... Right, the best way to describe that is Stiggins Fancy with Jamaican funk. That's the best way to describe that. And stronger. It's strong. I think that's it. I think if... Right. Add a touch of water, just to bring it down ABV just slightly. Open it out a little bit. That's insane. You open it out just very, very, very slightly, and that is Stiggins Fancy with funk. That is. That's proper insane. That's really got me, that is. That's just nuts. So Stiggins Fancy has got sweetness to it. It's a lot thicker. It's got obviously it's got added sugar to it. But if you took the sugar away, that, I'm not kidding you, that is a Jamaican Stiggins Fancy. That's insane. It's just pie. That's all I can really say on that. I love that. That's proper good. That it's Stiggins 40. Yeah, Stiggins is 40. That's literally, bearing in mind, I've just opened that out with a bit of water. The only difference is the sugar levels between that and Jamaican funk. The only difference. This is thicker and syrupier. but opened out. This is just a Jamaican Stiggins. That's insane. I love that. I'm assuming that's got, you know, bearing in mind that that is infused essentially with, so I can never remember which way round it is, but the rinds are, whichever way round it is, the pineapple flesh is, say for instance, infused with the dark, and the pineapple rind, the skin, is infused with the 3 stars. Whichever way round it is, I can never remember. But one of them, the flesh is infused with one, the rind is infused with the other, and then it's blended. That's how they get the Stiggins Fancy. Bearing in mind that there's pineapple actually in the Stiggins Fancy, and I'm assuming there's no flipping pineapple in here. That is proper insane. That should be ever known as Secret Distillery #1. Mark JMWP shall be ever known as a 9-year-old Stiggins Fancy with Jamaican funk. Stronger. Wow. Big fan of that. Comments. Where are we going? So I've got to keep scrolling back in the comments. I've never tried any Worthy Park. Going back to there. Trevor trying to tell me it's Worthy Park. Blah, 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 blah. All Boutique-y Rums are Worthy Park. No, they're not. What are you talking about? Number 3 is Clarendon. Oh, here we go, look. Here we go, look. So we're already having some arguments in the old chats, aren't we? Kate, are you swearing? It's FS. Are you swearing at me, Kate? Number 3 is Clarendon. Well, that's not Worthy Park, is it? There we go. Right, Mount Gay isn't Jamaican, though. Who said Mount Gay? Oh, Nick. Yeah, no, MG. No. Sorry, there we go. MG is, Mount Gay is Barbados, isn't it? Right then, so the third and final one. Oh, I'm really interested in this one. Right, here we go. So this one is, I've got no idea what all that's about. Can we see that? Look, we've got, is that a dog? Yeah, so it is 2 dogs. 2 dogs on a train, I'm assuming. I've got no idea what that means, but can we see the rum? So pot still, single distillery, number 3. 10 years, batch 1, MG, bottle 174 of, oh, zoom, there we go, of that. So this is over Navy strength. So overproof again, over Navy strength. Hang on, let me rinse this out. There we go. Do you know what though? I'll be honest here, right? So I did kind of have a little stalk and that, and there's 2 very well thought of reviewers that have both picked out different for this one. Where is it? Yeah, for this one, number 1. Yeah, both picked out. They adamant that there was this distillery, and they were both different. This is this distillery, or rum, whatever you want to call it. And I thought that was quite funny because they're both very highly regarded rum reviewers. And one of them said Pete didn't confirm or deny, and yet the other one was like Pete didn't. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. That's Stiggins Fancy with pineapple. That's a Jamaican Stiggins Fancy. Right. Ooh, that's a bit different. So is people coming up with this? 2 is DDL. Trevor, where are you getting all this information from? Bearing in mind that they don't. Mount Gay is Jamaican. Trevor, are you just going onto these? Are you going onto these review websites that I've been on and kind of thinking, yes, it's that distillery? Are you kind of taking them at their word? Right. So this one. Jesus, that's different again. That's right. Okay, right. Here we go. I don't know whether someone said this. Hang on, number 2. Well, that's not number 2, that's number 3. Number 2 is DDL in Worthy Park. Right, okay. Number 2 is DDL. No, so it's single rum. So hang on. 2 is, oh, this is number 3. Right. Now, this is where I'm going with this. Purely because I've had the rum bars recently. That is very reminiscent of rum bar. Very reminiscent. So Worthy Park, essentially. So number 3. Again, we don't know. It's just a vibe coming off it. It could be any of the flipping Jamaican. There's more to him than that. But that reminds me of the Worthy Park, the overproof rum bar. That's what that reminds me of. It's that grassy sort of citrus edge to it. This is, I don't know what the marks refer to, but for me, so JMWP versus MG. For me, I don't know what levels they are, because they're all sort of graded. That MG for me is a lot higher ester mark than what that is. That is proper funk. I don't know what else I get off that. It kind of, you know, and to describe funk, if you kind of had agricole, it's sort of loosely on the agricole. Oh, hang on. Yes, right. Trevor's just shared some into the Discord, right? Now, Trevor, if you go onto the other well-known, and I won't say, for those of you not in the Discord, you can see it. Trevor, if you go onto the other very well-known rum reviewer, you'll see a completely opposite thing for that, because that's one that I've seen. Go and look at the other one, and you'll see completely different. It's quite funny. But that has to come from Worthy Park number 3. It has to, because that's rum bar. That's that whole overproof kind of aged. It's like the whole, right. So the rum bar gold, that's kind of where I put that. But a younger rum bar gold. I'm not sure what else I get off that. Maybe a little bit of vanilla, but essentially that's just like funk, just grassy, citrusy kind of funk off that. I'm looking forward to trying this one. Right. Here we go. Giving this a Jamaican show. Should have really thought of that. Oh yeah, I forgot I titled this up as a Jamaican show. I've read that 3 that called Worthy Park, and the other you mean, but all called Worthy. Good girl gone bad. 2020. Who are you? I hope you're. See, when people put years after their names, that's the year they're born. I hope you weren't born in 2020. I hope you're older than 2 years old. What's that? Kevin's like sharing dogs around the pool table for some reason. Right, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to take, this is just going to be a funk bomb. This is. Right, I'm going for it. Wow. I was not expecting that. I was seriously not expecting that. Okay, hang on. So from citrusy, cut grass kind of funk going on, the taste, chocolate and orange. It finishes out sort of vanilla notes into it. Quite completely different to that one. Completely and utterly different. So whereas that's kind of the fruitier version, that is definitely the sort of spicier, drier, oaky version, if you like. Definitely get the sort of charred sort of wood barrels off that. I think I might actually get a little bit of, I don't know actually, hang on. I think I get a tiny bit of coffee off that. That is bizarre, right? Right, so here's my conundrum here. Because when you taste, right, when you taste something like that, and all right, that is another, where are we, 56. All right, so it's only 7% ABV, give or take, 6.2% stronger. Right? Actually, 6.2%, that's a lot easier to drink than what that is. So, bearing in, all right, okay, yeah, and this is aged as well. So that's the other thing. Sorry, this is aged for what, 10 years? Right, okay, yeah. Sorry. When you get that, you know, you get that kind of grassy, agricole kind of Jamaican kind of funk. When you get that, you do not get that funk at all. The funk is there on the nose, the hogo, whatever you want to call it. But on the taste, again, I don't really get caramel. I don't really get those sort of toffee notes off it. I get kind of, yeah, it's just kind of like a loose, not a heavy chocolate. I don't take this as a chocolate liqueur. Not that sort, but real subtle sort of chocolate and orange coming off the back there. Tiny bits of tropical fruit, but not you know, nowhere even remotely close to number one. Wow, that just shows you how. Right, so when you drink this, when you smell this, and then taste it. Bearing in mind, I don't know. I think it's like up to 3-year-old rum in there. I'm quite intrigued by Hamden. I've got notes of. Hang on. I know. Quite a few of you have gone, oh yeah, that's worthy and all that. I get notes of Hamden in there actually. This is really intriguing. I know you guys are not sipping it at home with me, but this is really intriguing for me. Just kind of having like the 3 big kind of Jamaican distilleries there, and the difference in variation between them. I get Hamden notes off that one. I tell you what, I know people are saying this. I know what Trevor's saying. I know what. So basically, one of them, I won't share the other one, but one of them is Fat Rum Pirate. Wes knows his stuff. He's very rarely wrong. But the funny thing is, Fat Rum Pirate Wes has declared, I forget which one he has declared, but he's declared one of these as that. But his counterpart, shall I say, has declared it another distillery. Now, for me, this number 3, for me, leans towards Hamden. That is massive Appleton. That has to be heavily influenced by Appleton. It has to be. Excuse me. There is no way, bearing in mind multiple distilleries, there is no way there's no Appleton in that. I'm not having it. My very limited knowledge, there is no way there's no Appleton rum in that. Absolutely not a chance. Pete's going to be, yeah, you know nothing. Shut up, Barman, you know absolutely nothing. Bearing in mind, there's multiple distilleries, so there could be Worthy in there, there could be, you know, Hamden in there, there could be Appleton, but I get big Appleton notes coming off that. Big Appleton notes. That, for me, the number 3 leads more towards the Hamden than it does the Worthy. And you know, oh, that was a bit silly. There we go. Oh, it's a tough call. It's a really tough call. Really, really tough call. Should we be really trying to guess what these rums actually are, or should we just be enjoying them for what they actually are? I think that's the thing, isn't it? You know, we could be. Oh, I didn't design that very well, did I? There we go. I need a thinner little prop up there. We could just sit here all day and debate of which they are. The simple fact is that number 1 is, whichever one it was, number 1 is just like a Jamaican Stiggins, a stronger Jamaican Stiggins, which is phenomenal. So that's Worthy. And all right, that's probably, I don't know how old the Worthy is actually. I don't know what it is. Number 3, I'm for me, for the Worthy rums that I've tasted, That for me is not a worthy rum. And I don't know what we've said in the chat. I don't know. That for me is more Hampden than it is worthy. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But just from my limited, very limited knowledge on this, and would I buy those again? I enjoy sipping all those, to be honest. I've just had a little nip of worthy. I'll be brutally honest. I enjoy sipping number 3. Where is it? That one. I enjoy sipping that one more than the worthy 1670 or whatever you want to call it. The one that's really surprised me is the Secret Distillery number 1. That's massive. I love that. I need to have another glug of this. This one has massively surprised me because this is just, that's the one. This is just flipping Jamaican stiggins. That's all it is. Right, let's go through here. My work. Right, hang on. Oh, right, where are we going with the chat? I don't know how. Can't see the chat on this. 20. What's the time? Oh my God, I'm 15 minutes behind on the chat. Sorry, I'll catch up. Right, MG, I can say 100% is Jamaican Distillery. Cheers, Stephane. That was 21:35. That's where I am. So I'm 12 minutes behind. Right, I'm just going to scroll through these now. Trevor at 21:38 said, I've read 3 that called Worthy Park. I've seen the other you mean, but all the others called Worthy. If we are talking about number 3, they know nothing. I'm saying Hampden. Because Barman knows it all. Good girl gone bad. Kelly. Oh, Kelly, is that you saying who you are? I spoke to you before. I'm 45. Advocar. Sorry, typo. Couldn't get Advocar if you remember one Christmas. Hello, Kelly. Yeah, of course I remember you, Kelly. Of course I do, Kelly. Kelly, come into the Discord. Kelly, why do you spell your name wrong? Why haven't you got a Y in the end? Right, Stephane. Currently, Jamaica is home to 5 distilleries. Appleton is staying. Yeah, see, Long Pond and Clarendon is not where I'm at. I can't pick out those. So potentially there could be Long Pond and Clarendon there. I don't know. And I know for a fact that some of the boutique-y rums are Long Pond and Clarendon. I know that for a fact. I don't know. If out of the 3 biggies that I know, Appleton, Hampden, and Worthy, I'm convinced that's got a bit of Appleton in it. It has to, unless like Long Pond and Clarendon are very similar to Appleton, but I know they're not because they use dunder pits and all that. Whereas Appleton doesn't use a dunder pit, so it hasn't got that. I don't know. Appleton. A bit of Appleton. Argue about the source of rum, but gin is easier. I'm going to ban you in a minute. Right. Oh, hello. Who's this? Dutch. So I think I've scrolled forward about 20 minutes here. Hang on. Sorry. It keeps, every time I scroll, it keeps jumping. Right. Okay. Right, there we go. That's where I was. Right, thinking, I'm guessing, is the thing. Argue the source of... Right, that's where it was. There we go. Need a global bootlegging program enthusiast. Right, Dutch. So there wasn't much chat. So basically 12 minutes went past and none of you were chatting. That's a bit dull, isn't it? That's a bit boring. I've got no banter ever. What's going on? Where's the banter gone? Using gas chromatography would take the fun out of it, though. Yes, I have no flipping idea of what that is. Just tell me what to do with it once I've got the stuff. Right, I love, right. I'm kind of tempted to make a cocktail with this. That's just blown my little mind. Dude, right, there's no way, there's absolutely no way that Boutique-y will have faffed around and blended pineapples with that the same way that Plantation have infused pineapples with their to get their Stiggins fancy. There's no way people have like cut pineapple. That is just the pineapple vibes I get off that is just insane. If that's just coming from rum and aging and the molasses and dunder, whatever they're using, that is properly insane. That is my star pick by a long way. Secret Distillery #1. So the second one I tried. That is my. There we go. Let's get that look. JM. There we go. Look, JMWP. WP Worthy Park's pretty obvious, really, isn't it? I'll give you that one. But 9-year-old. That's just proper. I'm just drinking it's a very strong pineapple juice. That's what it is. Right. We're all researching the source of MG for the past 20 minutes. What have you found? What have you found? Rhubarb and cod. Rhubarb and cod. Sorry, I haven't been in the bartender Discord too much. I've seen you in there, but rhubarb and cod. What's your proper name? What's your real name? Here, I was nervous. Too much banter with too. Oh no, don't worry about me. Half the fun is people winding me up and me sort of like having no idea of what's going on. Don't worry about one. Rhubarb and cod. What's your real name? Also, I can see is you've got a stripe. You've got a headband on and a stripy red and white T-shirt. I agree. Global. So what? Are we starting a global bootlegging program? Is that what I've missed somewhere? Kelly, good on my birth certificate. Your birth certificate's wrong. Do what? If Mummy Barman had put Stephane, like Stephen, obviously. If Mummy Barman had put PH on my birth certificate, I would have ripped it up. You don't spell Stephen with a PH, do you? That's Stephane. Everyone knows PH is F, so it's become Stephane. So V is Stephen. So Kelly with a Y, isn't it? Oh. Do you know what, right? I don't know whether any of you on Instagram, but I swear to God, I've won about 25 iPhone 13s today. I don't know whether that's a bot going around, but the amount of iPhone 13s I've won today is insane. Right. Who's crashed? I've not crashed. I'm still going strong. Yeah, I've got full signal down here. Wild Child, I think it's you. I don't know where you live, Wild Child, but I think it's you. Right, comments. Kevin, sorry, pouring myself spiced orange ginger ale with orange ginger. Ah, controversial. So, right, let's go back to what I said at the start. So, the whole spiced rum, young Kevin. Spiced orange ginger ale with orange and ginger. So, Kevin, is that not orange and ginger overload? Or do you love it orange and ginger on orange and ginger? Of course, say that again. Orange and ginger on orange and ginger. And I tell you what, when you speak to Lauren next, right, Trevor and Rach, when you speak to Lauren next, I'm not sure whether you've got them. I will rock these out, but I want your opinion. I know what I think of these. I kind of like them, but there we go. Can we zoom in? Right, Trevor, Kevin, I want your opinion on these little bad boys. Because they're not ginger ales, they are lemonades, essentially. I'd put that. Sorry, I can't get this out of my. This is. I've said it time and time. I'm bemused. I'm totally bemused by the amount of pineapple in this. Totally bemused. And right, I'm just gonna open this out with water because not too much. Probably so. I probably added a third water to 2/3 rum, which will take the ABV roughly down to probably just under 40%. Probably like a high, so 35, 38%. It's insane. It's like a thinner pineapple liqueur. It's insane. What's been beautiful, for those of you not cottoning on to what I'm getting at, it's really confused me, the amount of pineapple that's coming off this without pineapple being involved in a distilling or aging or whatever. You know, this is just rum that's been distilled from sugarcane or molasses, sorry, and then aged. I guarantee it, there'll be no pineapple that's ever come into contact with this, apart from maybe the Dunder Pits or whatever, whichever distillery it's come from. But I'm just bemused by the amount of pineapple coming off it. Bearing in mind, as I've said, the Stiggins Fancy is infused with pineapple. You know, it's got pineapple flesh and rind in the different rums. This is just proper. Is that, if any of you, Claire, I don't know who's got this. Claire, if any of you got this rum, Secret Distillery #1. Kate, Claire, I don't know. I know Claire tends to buy everything. I'm really intrigued by other people that have got that. That's just blown me away. Sky, wow, I feel inadequate now. Sky London's won an iPhone 14. My bots are terrible, right? Sorry, because my other phone is just literally under the comments right here. My other phone is just literally popped up there, and every 5 minutes I'm getting an Instagram notification. Like I can see Kate, I can see you've just commented and saying you're enjoying it. Blah, blah, blah. But then just above this, you have won an iPhone 13. You know, it's just hilarious. Right, spiced choc and orange, Kevin. Right, there we go. Let's scroll up. Poured myself Zacapa 23 Dutch Comfort. Right, so let's talk about, because I'm opening this up to questions now. If you've got any questions, pop like general rum questions, because I've got no other rum to taste, unless you want a live tasting of these two. I mean, we can do it. I'm happy to do that. But, you know, this is just a general discussion about rum now for the last hour or whatever. We'll go off on tangents. Every drink can be made better with pineapple. Hang on. Kevin, we'll get them when we've booked on more bars. Bars too slow at the moment. Kevin, what's going on? I'm getting like 20 odd inquiries a day at the moment. Kevin, you need to sort your website out. Jack, I keep crashing. Jack, don't drink and listen. Right, anything with pineapple is nice. Grab this Stiggins in the top left and readjust your taste buds. I just have. Stephane, did you disappear? That one of these is Stiggins. Yeah, that. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, that is Stiggins. It's literally. Genuinely, the only difference between these two, right, and I might have diluted that ever so slightly more, so I'm guessing that'll probably be about 30-35% ABV with the water I added to it. Genuinely, the only difference between those two is that tastes like it's got a good sort of 10 grams of sugar in it, whereas that doesn't. That is genuinely the only difference. This is a thicker rum kind of, not liqueur, I'm not going that far, but that sticks to the glass. That is genuinely the only difference. That is massively pineapple forward. Trevor, I'm going to send those Canada way, so you're going to sample these. I can't wait to see your reaction to these as well, especially that one. Especially because I know you've got the Stiggins out there as well. That's kind of be interesting. Question. Oh, Sky London. Sky, is that your name? Sky? Are you actually Sky? Are you Sky from London? Sky's asked it 3. Ah, there we go. That's why. Sorry, I'm scrolling back. Right, hang on. I've seen pineapple and pizza. Right, sorry, I'm scrolling back and then I'll scroll forward again. Right. What's Dave saying? Dave. Are you talking about the iPhone 13s? Why is everyone winning iPhone 13s at the moment? What is this? It literally it started about sort of 5 or 6 days ago. All of a sudden I was winning like 3 iPhone 13s a day. And I don't know where it came from. Right, here we go. Right, I'm scrolling forward now. Oh, every time I get a new comment, it times. Right, Sky. I'm sure Sky answered the question. Right, could Booze on the Rocks, could it, I don't know what that's about. I'm sure that's not aimed at me. Could it be MLMG? I don't know. Right, Greg. Oh, Greg's still here. I did participate in a protest rally the other day against Greg. Hang on. Whoa, Greg. Pineapple on a pizza is the only way to have a pizza. I don't care what the hate comments that come in now. I genuinely don't care. Pineapple on a pizza. Hawaiian pizzas, and yeah, add chicken or tuna or whatever. You need pineapple. Oh, I tell you what's even better: pineapple with an egg in the middle on a pizza. Then you are rocking it. But pineapple on a pizza, it's the law. So young Greg, I don't know how old you are. Also, I can see from your profile picture, is you're like me, you're kind of losing in the middle. So I'm assuming you're married or been married. You know, the whole stress has kind of caused you to lose hair. Oh. What do the whiskey buffs not like a pineapple on the pizza? I love a bit. I'm one of those that loves a bit of fruit. I have pear in my salad, for God's sake. I like right. Okay. Right, let's scroll forward. Plenty of inquiries, but not for now. Question. Right, there we go. Sky in London. Favourite rum for a daiquiri. Oh, right. I'll be brutally honest. Young Sky. I say young Sky. I don't know. I'm going to call you young Sky. Be brutally honest, right? I do flipping love that in a daiquiri. This one. This is Boutique-y's. It's been around. This is one of the first releases they ever did. But it's just kind of been rebottled, and then now that finally they've put it in the 70 CL. So it's kind of signature blend #1, Jamaica and Martinique. So it has got that. But if you don't like that Jamaican Martinique kind of agricole-esque vibe, I genuinely, me personally, that is my favourite daiquiri rum. 100%. Let me come around here. And yes, I do love, there we go, Ron Cube, Cuban rum, Casablanca. There we go. That for me is a proper out and out daiquiri rum. I love that. Yes, I do love Plantation 3 stars. I can't deny that. Yes, I do love Dawley's. Yes, I do love Flor de Cana. El Dorado 3-year-old at the back there gives you kind of chocolate, coffee notes to a daiquiri. They are all exceptional daiquiris. They are all very, very good daiquiris. But for me, I'm just Ron Cube, which is really bizarre because I prefer English styles of rum, especially Demerara styles of rum. But in a daiquiri, for me, that Ron Cube just smashes it. I love daiquiris with Ron Cube. Love it. I can't say fairer than that. You know, I haven't really gone down the Kingston road yet. But yeah, Ron Cube for me. Just Ron Cube, 60 ml of Ron Cube, or if Kate's still watching, 120, maybe half a pint of Ron Cube, a tiny smidge of lime juice, and no, seriously, 60 ml of Ron Cube, 20 ml of lime, 10 ml of sugar. That is my ultimate daiquiri for that. Or you know, if you want to go 60, if you want to go sort of 75 ml, then maybe kind of 20 ml, 22.5 ml of lime, and then 15 ml of sugar. But Ron Cube for me smashes it, really does. Rhubarb and cod, pineapple on a pizza is heaven. Yes, come at me. Go on. Yes, I'm with you, rhubarb and cod. Rhubarb and cod, you still haven't told me your real name. What's your real name? Waddle, Jordan. Hello, mate. How are you? Rum with longest legs in. Oh, rum with the longest legs in my butt. Oh, hang on a minute. Rum with the right. There's two ways. Who's this? Dutch Comfort. there's two ways I can answer this. I can answer it this spiced rum way with the most sugar, because I can get a spiced rum that's literally just going to coat that glass and just kind of very slowly come there. But if we're talking out and out rum, I don't know actually. Potentially, and I do like it, I think potentially Pampero. I'm just thinking what else is here. I think it is potentially the Pampero Anniversario. I can't think. I'm discounting spiced rums. I'm really, really sorry. Sorry if you're looking at my bald head at the back there. I think it's no, I do really like it, but I think it's Pampero. I think that's probably got the longest legs. Legs, for those of you who don't know, is like sticking to the glass essentially. Yeah, I've got the 5+5. It's probably off camera, isn't it? Yeah. You know, if we're calling that a rum, that's got really long legs on it as well. I really do like it, but again, it's not rum. Yeah, I think I'm sticking with the Pampero Anniversario. I think that's the one with the longest legs for me. I can't think of anything else. But the longest finish for me, so legs is sticking to the glass. The longest finish for me, do you know what? The longest finish for me is either that. The Flor de Caña 12 is exceptional, but finish-wise, it's quite short for me on the finish. Those two are very long on the finish. El Dorado, oh, sorry, on the finish. There we go, Pusses, there we go. Pusses 15, that's very long on the finish. You know, that's just going to give you sort of woody, oaky notes all day long, that Pusses 15. But I have to say, the pineapple's giving me quite a long. Pusses 15 edges it just for me on the finish, purely in length. I could have a sip of that and I'd still be tasting it a good sort of half an hour, 45 minutes later. That's where it's at for me, the Pusses 15. But, you know, they've got very long finishes on them as well. They're very good. Oh, actually, as well, sorry, I always forget about this. The Ron Cube 10. The 10's got a very long finish on it. Very, very long. I've got another one. Love the finish on this is exceptional as well. So again, Spanish style. I've just won another iPhone. What's going on? I've just won another iPhone 13. Flipping hell. Right. That will hang around for chocolate toffee. That will hang around for a long time. The Ron Cube. Yeah, hopefully that answered that question. Whoever that was, I think I forget who it was now. I don't know who asked that question. It's disappeared off my screen now. We're all talking about we're all talking about pizzas now. Oh, Claire, hang on, Claire, Steve, you're right. That is so strongest. Claire, have you got it? Hang on, number. That's the blended signature. Claire, so Enchanted Claire, have you got that? Obviously, if you've just commented. It is, isn't it? It blows my little mind to think that I'm so confused by that. Hang on, it's that one now. I'm so confused by that rum. Because I know they've not infused pineapple with it. I know they haven't. So yeah, Claire's just backed me up. I thought Claire would have it. Claire's got everything. Where else? Kate William George also rocks in a DAC. Although the bottle is a pain to. Kate has to put it on top of her. Double DAC as always. Double DACs. Right. So See, this is the other thing. We could kind of do daiquiris with that, couldn't we? Really, because that's essentially a flat soda. But I can't get my head around because I always want to make a daiquiri, but I can't get my head into the fact that that's just a daiquiri. That you could sort of say it's 200ml bottles, 200ml bottles. So you could add like a good sort of 70ml, 75ml of rum to that, to a whole bottle, and jobs are good. You wouldn't need to do anything because it's essentially a daiquiri. But I can't get me into my head that you just need to like cap it, pour it into a glass with ice, and you've got a daiquiri. It's weird. I kind of want to shake sugar and lime. But that's essentially what those Stratford soda, the citrus mixer is. It's like a long daiquiri. It's great, but I just can't get my head into the fact that it's not sugar and lime. Who's going? Thanks for coming, Dave. Must be lunchtime where you are. What's time? 22. Oh, early afternoon. Top Cheese. Hello, Top Cheese. I'm also a big fan of the Ron Cube for daiquiris and using Argite almond syrup as sugar. It's really nice, little riff. I honestly, 5 plus 5 has legs. Yeah, but so 5 plus 5 has legs for days. But I could smash that with 2 or 3 of the spiced rubs I've got over there. I could smash that to smithereens. That's got a lot of legs on it, a lot of legs. But there's a couple of spiced rubs over there that would just literally stick to the glass for about half an hour. But at least that's trying to be a rum, even though it's not spiced rum, but even though it's like a liqueur essentially. Longest legs in my bar. Greg, you sound like a professional. Longest legs in my rum bar by far 4 square. I'm assuming by legs you're talking aftertaste because there's no way 4 square has got that much legs on a glass. No way. So I'm assuming you're going taste, like length. I was at a Waldorf, Jordan. I was at a Cuban restaurant last night in Newcastle drinking rum cocktails and they were very poor, no flavour whatsoever. They gave the rums a bad name. Yes. What shall I say? Slow as... What, really? 4 square? I'm not even going to say that. Nobileri. No. How do we say that? Nobileri. What was the other one? One of the recent 4 square ones, I called something really, really stupid. It was so obvious after they said it, but for a few weeks before I heard Gail actually said it, and I was like, what's she talking about? I called it something different. I can't think what it is. I'm sure it began with S. What's some of the 4 squares begin with S? Recent ones. Someone put the 4 square in the beginning with S. I called it something completely different. So whatever Nobileri is, I don't know. But it can't have. There's no way that 4 square has got that long legs because they've got no sugar in them. It's, you know, I've got rums that will smash that to pieces. Right, A.M. Miller, my Canadians in... Oh, where's that gone? My Canadians in the chat. Anyone tried Newfoundland? Oh, like chaga and gunpowder. Was trying to ask them, but questions about the rums got no reply. What? Sorry, A.M. Miller, my Canadians in the chat. Anyone tried Newfoundland Distilleries spiced rums like chaga and gunpowder? Trevor, Dave's just gone. Who else is here? Stephane, are you still here? Who else is here? Christine, are you here? Who else? Oh, Kelly London. Oh look, Kelly. Oh look out! Kelly's changed her handle now. She's now born in 1976. John Scarrett. Secret Distillery 1. Is that the one? Is that the pineapple one? That one. Yes. Honestly, right. Hang on a minute. Just an excuse to have another little tipple. I'm going to add... Oh, I'm going to get the bar spoon. Don't panic, I'm going to get the bar spoon. just a tiny, like a mil, 2 mil maybe. Like a little, I don't know where you'll see that, like a little drop. There we go. I reckon, or maybe a little touch of water, and I reckon I've just recreated a Jamaican Stiggins. Which makes you think, right, as much as I love plantation, I do. But, right, this is what blows my mind, right? If for any of you that have kind of follow plantation, follow what they do, how they make the Stiggins fancy. If you can make that without pineapple, without using pineapples, surely there's like lots of manual labour gone on there that doesn't need to happen. That's where my head is. That's just Stiggins fancy. Tiny bit of sugar, bit of water to open it up. That's just, it's Jamaican Stiggins. That's freaking me out. It is properly, I'm really sorry to keep banging on about it, but it's properly freaking me out. Changed name, who got told off? Right. Where are we going? I love going back through these comments. It's a dull and boring bit for a lot of you lot, but I love reading back through these comments. Right. Right. Lee, what is a good starter rum for a newbie for Jamaican funk? I'm assuming... Oh, Lee, look at you with your little profile picture there. Lee, so I'm assuming you watched my recent Jamaican video where I kind of sort of said 8-year-old and, well, I was kind of going head to head with Zymaka up there, right? That for me doesn't have Jamaican funk. So I'm assuming that you really do mean Jamaican funk. So, I personally, I don't know what your budget is like. I personally put these at the lower end of Jamaican funk out of the rums that I've got. Hampden 8 and Smith & Cross. For me, there is a lot more funk in the Hampden 8 than there is the Smith & Cross. There's funk there, but it's not, you know, it's not Hampden 8. And then it's hard because right. It's hard because there is so much funk in. Right, okay, for not wanting to waste your money too much, Lee, get yourself, or even the gold, get yourself a bottle of the silver or the gold, right? Because the smell is just insane. The smell is enough to put you off, but it doesn't. What I'm trying to say is it doesn't relate to the taste. It's there. Sod it, actually. Ignore what I'm saying. Don't go Smith & Cross. Don't go Hampden 8-year-old. Get the rum bar silver and the rum bar gold. Just go there. Let's start you off at the deep end. Just, it won't cost you that much. They're like 20-ish quid a bottle. And they are lovely, lovely rums. I think I'm probably starting you off at the deep end, but sod it. You know, for 20 quid a bottle, you won't complain. They are great rums. So the rum bar silver, the rum bar gold sells out really, really quickly wherever it's listed. So you might have to wait and then order some. But yeah, rum bar, insane. I can't stop this. This is properly insane. Right. So that was Lee. Kelly's laughing. Kelly London. So Kelly, I'm assuming Kelly London 1976. I'm assuming Kelly, who can't spell her name right, lives in London and she was born in 1976. Hello, Kelly. Looks like salad. What? Who? What salad dressing? Do one, they're not being rude. What? Do one, they're not being rude. The rum, the soda and rum thing. Sorry, Neil, I don't know. Neil, you've got a lot of typos. 3 posts in a row there. Neil, are you a little bit tipsy? Do one, thwem. Do one, then not being rude. The rum and soda. Hopefully Neil will have confirmed. Oh, Kate. See, Kate, this is why I like you, because Kate is properly on my wavelength. No Bill Airy. Thanks, Kate. Kate, that's what I need, right? Okay. If you can do that for Orgy, or Joe, me and you are going to get on like a house on fire. no Belleri. It don't sound right though. No Belleri. No Belleri. That's not a Forster. What's the set? There we go. Right, Trevor. So Trevor's put, right, so for those of you at 22:14, right, so 6 minutes ago, Trevor's put it in there. This is exactly the rum I was thinking of. Right, so for weeks and weeks and weeks, I saw this rum advertised. I thought, do you know, if I'm going to get a Foursquare, shall I get this one? Shall I not get it? I don't really do. I'm not one of those collectors. I like rums that I can buy over and over again. I don't go into the collecting at this point in time. Okay, I'm just going into these. But I've got a funny feeling these might, you know, there's already batch 3 of one of these. Yeah, batch, all right. So I don't know whether they're going to replicate them, but for 50 CLs, I'm all right with that. 70 CLs, I don't really, you know. The whole purpose of my YouTube channel is exploring different rums, so I'm not a collector in that sense. But, right, so I saw this rum, and I'm going to say it now, just to wind myself up, because I was like, Sega City. So Sega City. I don't know about Sega City. I'll get Sega City, and I just kind of knew it as Sega City for a few weeks, and then I heard Gail kind of say Sagacity, and I was like, the hell is Sagacity? And then I heard Hubster Richard, yeah, in his Bayesian sort of Barbadian accent, Sagacity, like that. I was like, huh? And then it kind of dawned on me that it's not Sega City, it's Sagacity. But a lot easier. Right. So yeah, that was the, oh, hang on, Dutch shibboleth. Yeah, so I can say shibboleth, that's easy. But Sagacity, Sega City, I prefer Sega City if I'm honest. Jordan, what are the, so Jordan, 8 minutes ago, sorry Jordan, I'm catching up. What are the names of those cocktail books in the corner? Right. Oh, see, Kate's picked it, Kate. see, I'm like 8 minutes behind now. Kate, right, it's cocktail books in the corner. What can you see? Can you see that one? Yeah, right. So first one. I need someone to dictate these because I've never read them because I can't read really. I can't even do a page. Literally 2 sentences and my brain's gone off on a different tangent. You know, I'm not that's not the word, ADHD or anything like that, but I just can't focus. 2 sentences, I'm like, oh, butterflies, oh, squirrels. So that's the first one, Rum Revolution. A good friend of mine's written that, Tristan. I was doing tasting with him a couple of weeks ago. Good lad, so Tristan. So Rum Revolution is worth a read. Cocktail book wise, let's get the big 3 out without destroying all my bitters. So we talk about Smuggler's Cove a lot. So that is, you can see Trevor's sent me the little things. Like you can see all those. So Smuggler's Cove, you need that in your collection. 100% you need that. Next one. This is the difference. Tiki, tropical. These are fun. Tropical cocktails by Kelly Hiphelula Riley. There we go. I love some of the recipes in there. There's some proper out there ingredients. So be prepared to kind of think, where do I get that from? But there's some good stuff in there. But Lynn's bang on it with this one. Tiki with a twist. This is proper nutty kind of out there. There's one recipe in here that I always come to. Look, I mean, what sort of cocktail book? You know, like, you know, I'm a bloke. We love a bit of boobies, but you know, what sort of cocktail book publishes boobies? You know, Jesus Christ. There's one in here somewhere that's got like a lychee kind of infusion with some. And I will say they do have a like gin selection. Rum's at the first part, and then you get gin, and it's a bit dull. It's a bit dull after page 50 something. There we go. 51. So the first part of the book's great, and then you get gin and all that after it. But you can swap out the gin for like a decent white rum. But yeah, look at this, look, bloody mango, vodka, tomato juice. Right, get this, right? This is how look, just so I'm not making this up, look, just so you can see it. Look, for those, is that focusing? This way, there we go, look. Can we get the recipe? There we go, look. So ignore the Tito's vodka, tomato juice, mango and tomato. You know, let's be a bit realistic here. Mango and tomato, but you know, it's some proper awesome recipes in there. So that's that, and then I'll get my others out. The last ones, the really simple ones. So you need that. That's a proper decent one as well. That's proper sort of tiki. Hang on, where's the? There we go. Can you see that? I think you can see that properly in the old screen. So that's a really cool sort of modern twist. Shannon Mustafa, name? Yeah, Mustafa. There we go. My mate Georgie owns Lackey Cane London, or the face of Lackey Cane in London. That's just a fun, easygoing kind of, you know, rum cocktails, tropical cocktails, and then you've got Beach Bum Berries. 2 books there. That's what those books are. If you're just starting out, I highly recommend that. If you're just starting out sort of rum cocktails, Georgie Radev, Lackey Cane, you know, they're just fun. They're just work. He'll take like a pina colada and give you 3 different riffs on a pina colada in it. It's a great book, really good book. But if you want to go a little stage further, then Beach Bum or Smuggler's Cove, definitely 100%. Right. Kelly's abusing me. Kelly's giving me banter. Where did I get to? I got to the point where Kate cottoned on that it was sagacity. There he is, 22:15. Kate, you're right with sagacity. Yeah, of course it was going to be Sagacity. Sagacity. Of course you're going to say Sagacity, isn't it? It's got the word Sega, which we know is the old console, even though it was SEGA, and City. How are you going to get sagacity out of Sagacity? Of course we are. So, no, Greg and his whiskey. Greg's trying to come at this with these whiskey kind of things, you know. Greg. Young Greg, we've got to teach you a lot about rum, haven't you? Oh, right. I'm feeling like having a wine. Kelly, calm down. Kelly's 46 in June. That's all right. I'm 45 in August. There we go. Jason, hello, Jason. How are you, my friend? God, dear, oh dear, Jason. You all right, pal? Right. Where did we get to? One thing's for sure, brands that getting this kind of hype, flipping Foursquare, ham doing anything other than old Vellier. Yeah, see, we do sort of get Vellier in the UK, but it's not a massive deal. I get the impression Vellier is a massive deal in the US, but it's not a massive deal in the UK. Trevor, stop calling me Trevor. Why would I stop calling you Trevor? Trevor. Sorry, Kev. Kev, to be fair, you do look like Trevor. You might as well be Trevor. Where's the other Trevor gone recently anyway? Where is Trevor, whatever he's... Where's Trevor number 2? Trevor for health. What? I can't even say his surname. Where's the other Trevor gone? Have we upset other Trevor? I'll see. Question. Oh, I like these. William, I've seen that. I'm coming to it. Right. What are some good uses for Fashionola syrup? The Hurricane. Let's be honest. Fashionola is just passion fruit syrup, isn't it? Let's be brutally honest. You know, Martin Kate. What's Martin Kate's actual definition of Fashionola? It'll take me a couple of minutes to find it. I'm sure he puts something with Fashionola, but Fashionola is just passion fruit. Let's be honest. Fashionola. Oh, if I got a different index. Where's Fashionola syrup? It'll be at the back here. Orgeat. I'm sure he puts something with Fashionola, doesn't he? Mai Tai, honey, passion fruit. Oh, hang on a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Does Martin Kate not actually use Fashionola syrup? No. I told you I never read these books cover to cover. Hang on a second. Let's go to Bum then. Martin Kate. Martin Kate, what are you thinking? Martin Kate. Bum. Bum will tell us what Fashionola syrup is, what the magic ingredient is. Fashionola. Fashionola. Oh. Oh. I'll be honest. Okay, Trevor. And I mean Trevor, not Kevin. Well, hang on a minute. Hang on. What the hell is Fashionola? So it's not listed in... Who uses Fashionola syrup? I'm sure it was Bum, wasn't it? Hang on, where's the hurricane? Hang on a second. Hang on. Look, I'll be honest. I know Fashionola syrup is kind of like a red passion fruit, so a little bit of grenadine in. I need some more pineapple rum. A little bit of grenadine in passion fruit syrup, but for some unknown reason, it's not listed. I can't. Where the hell is? It has to be in here. Someone's answered you before. Kate, me and you are going to fall out. I've seen your comment, Kate. Steve is trying to grow a Trevor beard. No. I can't pull off the Trevor beard. I know Lisa has got eyes on me, you know, because Trevor's not there, you know. Trevor works away, so I know Lisa's got eyes on me. But hello, Lisa. But I don't like it. Even that's a bit too long, and it's like a grade 5. So I grade 5 it every couple of days. It stops me shaving I can't be asked. I've got to that point in my life where I can't be asked to shave every single day. Well, where can I find Fashionola syrup? I'm confused. I swear I've seen Fashionola syrup in Bum. I'm just going to keep scrolling because I know someone's asked that. The next 4 squares should be scarcity. Oh, Mummy Barman's like looking through 2 doors. What's up? I think she's thirsty. I think that's what it is.
Checking to see if you're still sober.
Yeah, I'm all right. Do you want a drink?
No.
Do you want to try? Have you had your statins? You can't have grapefruit, can you? No. Mummy Barman's on statins and she can't have grapefruit. It's quite funny. So I've done a cocktail tonight that she can't have. I can. No, you can't.
You can.
Why not?
Yeah.
What do you want? Do you want a drink?
No.
Do you want to try this?
What?
This.
Yeah.
So, hang on. Let me... is that the one? Blended? No, it's that one. So, I want you, bearing in mind this is stronger. Mummy Barman, official taste tester, right?
Oh my God, how many you give me?
No, just... All right, calm down. So bearing in mind one's stronger and weaker. Don't have that, you've had your statins. Do you like that?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Oh, grapefruit daiquiri, she likes that. Right, so warm yourself up with... She's drinking all the grapefruit daiquiris now.
No, I'm not.
Right, warm yourself up with that. So a bit sweeter,
I'm already warm.
pineapple rum. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Now, bearing in mind this is stronger, not as sweet. Have a little bit of water. Your eyes are glazed over already.
You are. I was watching you. That's why I come in.
Oh, it's because I'm hot.
Give over.
Come on then.
It's all the blooming drink. I prefer that one.
Well, it's sweeter. Yeah, she prefers Stiggins.
don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Second gulp. It's pineapple, though, isn't it? It is.
Oh, it is. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says on that, look, right. She says I prefer that one. I prefer that one. Look, there's still loads left in that. I prefer that one. Flipping alcoholics. I tell you what, these 80-year-olds, you have to flipping watch them.
Cheeky humbug.
Oh, sorry, she's only 78. How old are you? 70.
Never mind how old I am.
She's 73.
No, I'm not.
72.
Thank you.
Yeah, 72. Sorry. Got maths. What are you out? You're 73 this year? Yeah, see, yeah, I was on there. See, yeah.
Got blooming nothing left money yet.
God, blooming-
Told you, blooming drunk.
Oh, she hates it. Right. Trevor Rose. Hang on. Whoa, Trevor. I can see a whole lot of fruits going on, but Steve needs to be more grizzly bear to have a beard like Trevor. Yeah, I don't want a beard like Trevor. Right. Good night. Thanks for coming, Ken. Smooth. Right, Trevor, what's Trevor? Strawberries, blueberries, passion fruit, pineapple, sugar, hibiscus flowers. Trevor, what's that? What's all that about? See, the one thing with doing the live stream in this order, I've peaked really early. So normally, you know, the chat would be flying right about now because we've just come off the back of a cocktail. So should I do the spiced rum stuff at the end? I don't know. No, because I can't I like having rum tasting and talking rum, but you know, in previous weeks, this whole, as soon as we finish the rum, we've gone into cocktails and then the chat just starts flying. And we've still got a decent amount of people on. Mummy Barman is the reason you need to do cocktails on a Sunday night or should be sober. Yeah. Kelly, how many you give me? Kelly, what am I giving you, Kelly? I don't know. I've got no idea what's going on there. I'm still trying to work out. But none of you have answered. Where the Fashionola syrup? Where can I find the Fashionola syrup? I'm convinced it's in. I'm convinced it's in Beach Bum Berry. Where's Fashionola syrup? I'm convinced it's in it. Egg white, falernum, Liqueurs Bitters, French vermouth. So it's not in there. Is there another passion fruit? Oh, is it under passion fruit syrup? I can't. Someone help me out. Trevor, come on, you know all this, Trevor. Come on, where's Fashionola syrup? From my limited knowledge, Fashionola syrup essentially stems from, and I forget who asked this now, Fashionola syrup stems from the Hurricane cocktail. So Hurricane is lemon juice, the rubbish this, I was going to swear then, the rubbish this dark rum on site and passion fruit. So passion fruit, lemon, rum, essentially. But Fashionola had this kind of, you know, for people like us that haven't got Fashionola syrup, I essentially always loosely termed it as passion fruit syrup with grenadine to turn it red. But I'm sure there was another ingredient in it. I'm sure there was. But I can't find it. I don't know. So whoever asked what to use, oh, William, I've seen you pipe up now. There you go, William. BG Reynolds makes one. I've ordered it, and passion fruit cherries and mango. No. So Fashionola is 100% not passion fruit cherries and mango. 100% not that. And I will find it. Come into the Discord, and I will find it. I'll work out where it is. Because I know one of the big guys. I think Fashionola syrup was passion fruit, proper grenadine, so pomegranate, and there was something, I'm sure there was like a little hint of spice in there. I'm sure there was. Thanks for coming, Greg. Cheers from Paris. Paris. Greg, we need to hook up Paris. It's called Red Fashionola. Where do you rate Diplomatico Reserva? Seems to be everyone's first sipping, more premium. So TF, your name is Tom. Have I got that right? Tom? I think it's Tom. Thanks for coming, Greg. Anyway, cheers for coming. So Tom, I'm going to call you Tom, even if your name's not Tom. I'm going to call you Tom. Tom, I don't like all these weird user handles. It's a bit bizarre. So TF, Tom. Diplomatico Reserva. Diplomatico Reserva, I'll be honest, is lovely. I do like it, but it is a little bit sweet. And for me, if I'm going to have that sort of sweet rum, I always kind of default to... Can you see that? Oh, you can't really see that. Plantation XO. That's kind of... That's the rum I put in that category. Plantation XO, Diplomatico, Dictador, sort of 12. That's the sort of rum I put in that category. And I'll always go that over Diplo. It's not, because I've always got that. There's no point in having... what are we talking about? I've got Diplo. What are we talking about? I've got Diplo in my head now. What was it? Yeah, Diplo. Sorry, Dictador in my head. Sorry, Diplo. Yeah. They are nice. They're just very sweet. Not very sweet. They're not spiced rum sweet. They're just sweeter rums. And I'm kind of inquisitive like that. You know, Claire's had it tonight. I'm just very inquisitive about unsweetened rums that just kind of come off the barrel. That, you know, that's just blown me away. What that is. Yeah. See, I know. See, I stalk. I know your name's Tom. Kate's still here. It's on my list. Good vibes. Right. I'll tell you what. Last 15 minutes. What shall I do for the last 15 minutes? Apart from rehydrate with some water. I'm still amazed that this has given me like Jamaican Stiggins fancy. I'm going to relabel that. Yeah. So last 15 minutes. So I'm going to go till 11 o'clock. What shall I do? The floor is yours, people. For those of you that are still watching, the floor is yours. What do you want from me? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to talk about? And I will go for it. So I will pick the best one out of the first 3 answers. There we go. And you can all get involved. And while I'm waiting for comments, that boutique is really yummy. Claire, is Sarah with you? Not that I don't trust you, but Claire, I really want to know if that's a joint opinion on that, because that is just flipping insane. A flaming tiki classic. Oh, and we did that last week. That means I've got to shake cocktails and then set fire to stuff, and that's just, you know. Gaz. Oh, hello, Gaz. Sorry, I hadn't seen you. Been given a bottle of Duppy Share White cocktail suggestions. Right. Interestingly, I took this on a hen party last night. I had a hen party last night. First one since October, whenever it was, November maybe. I've got one next week, and then my next one is May, I think, mid-May. They're 2020 bookings. They're literally like 2 years old. And do you know what? 2 of them actually really, really love that. Because when I do hen parties, I basically, the first cocktail I do is a mojito. But I'm all about inspiration. So I'll take a couple of white rums. So I took this in the Santiago last night. Santiago, I was pointing to it. It's not on. Oh, it is on screen. Stay in it. Yeah. I took the Santiago instead of the Havana. And they both picked that. And they both really, really loved that instead of Havana. But then the rest of them kind of went. I took the Dead Man's Fingers stuff. So, like, I've got the mango, the passion fruit, the raspberry. Don't know what else is down there. I'm looking at the tins of the Compañero as well. That's next week. I'm so looking forward to talking to you about these little 3 bad boys next week. Panama, orange, chocolate. I'm looking forward to chatting to you about them next week. In a couple of weeks, the guys, my lads, I love the Skylark lads. Love them. They are responsible for black tears, spiced rum. They've replenished me with that, so I'm going to do a refresh of black tears because I think that's a quality spiced rum, an unsweetened spiced rum. But this is really exciting me because, all right, ignore 1, 2, 3, 4. Ignore those 4 because I've got the bottles up here as well, so the Compañeros and the black tears. But I'm really excited. I've got the hang on, Jamaican Stiggins. Oh, fancy. So, hang on, can I... Oh, I need to go that way. I'm always back to front. So, I've got the Damiso Agriculture, but it's these 2. And where's my thing? Oh, wrong end. Back to front of the camera. It's these 2 that I'm really looking forward to. The Montañas, American Rums. And whatever that is. What's that one? Hang on. Put that right in the middle. Whatever that is. I don't know who that is. Delicate, dry Panamanian rum in a ruby port cask. The 2 Montañas that I'm really looking forward to. I've had that before. I have no idea what that is either. So that's coming up in a few weeks. So I'm going to do all those little tasters in one. Bearing in mind, I've done the Damiso before. It's always back to front. There we go. So those 5. But because the rest of those are just what I've got, the big bowls. So yeah, big up to the Skylark guys. I love them spits. Do you remember the fruity rums I did a couple of years ago where they've got like mango, passion fruit, vanilla, pineapple, all in the bottle, guava. Yeah, love those guys. So we're going to be doing the discovery. So you can buy that. The whole point of me doing it is you can buy that discovery box. So I'm going to be going through those. Kind of, they've got all the rums listed on the back there, so kind of going to be going through that. Hopefully it's killed a bit of time. There's some comments coming in. Compañeros, Stiggins old fat. Do you know what I might do? I've got a bit of ice left over here. I might just do that. I'll stir it in a glass. Why not? So, right, let's do. Kate, I want you involved in this as well. Who asked? Where'd it go? Who asked about it? It was TF. Tom. I'm sure it's Tom. Who said... Oh, top cheese as well. White rum substitute. I'm sure... What was the question? Hang on. Where did the Jamaican Stiggins old fashioned go? Who asked that? Bloody hell. I've done myself in now. Someone asked for it. Where's it gone? Good vibes, Kelly, right, I've seen that. Right. So, Gaz, I skirted over that. So, Duppy Share, white rums. You know, white rums lend themselves to daiquiris, to mojitos, to the really simple sort of rum cocktails. Mate, you know, if you've watched a few recent videos, I would have normally said a hurricane as well. But you know what? Those dark black rums in a hurricane just the class apart. So, white rums, I would stick to kind of the daiquiris, those floral sort of things. Top cheese, I've seen yours, the white rum substitute for a white Russian. But where the hell has my old fashioned gone? Oh, John, there it is. Right, John. Jamaican Stiggins old fashioned. So, I've got a bit of ice. So, we're going to make this together. We are going to go, it's not that one, that's the blended. It's going to go that one. So, I'm going to go rum. Just going to do a little tiddler. So, I want... Bearing in mind, pineapple. I want sugars and bitters. Bearing in mind, you think of the flavoured bitters, I've got standard sugars I've got as well. So you create this cocktail, John. So pineapple, in my head I'm thinking chocolate, but you build it, I'll make it. There we go. And I'll answer this, I'll answer a few others. So top cheese, question, what would a nice rum substitute for a white Russian be? White Russian, vodka, Kahlua cream. Instead of your Kahlua cream, you've got... Oh, do you know what? My head is going dark rum. After that video, because it was a recent video, it was like I filmed it probably 2 weeks ago now. My head is going for those dark rum vibes. That's where I'm thinking. I would put those with coffee. Like your Plantation OD, your Myers. if you haven't watched the video, go and check it out. But the Myers really surprised me because it's got a bad rep. But you know what? I flipping loved it with Coke and ginger beer and that sort of stuff. But the Plantation OD was phenomenal as well. So I'm thinking for a simple white Russian flip, get rid of your vodka, a black rum, kind of with those caramel sort of notes kind of to it. For me now, if I'm going to have a rum and Coke, there's no way, for me personally, there's no way I'm going any other rum. I'm just going black rums because they were just a class apart. That, dark OD with Coke. Oh. Right, so it's done that. Best TF. Right, I was supposed to be working tomorrow, but not now. That's good. Day off, Claire. Fun day Monday, isn't it? Right, TF, best cocktail using white, gold and dark rum. Best cocktail using all three together? Wow. I don't know, because that kind of be, you'd lose, if you used all three together, white, gold and dark, you'd lose it. So Tom, I'm calling you Tom. TF, I'm calling you Tom. I'm sure your name's Tom. I don't know how to answer that because it's a bit of a general question. If you want one cocktail for each, fair enough. But if you want all three combined, that's a bit... Nick, Veritas versus Lost Island White. Lost Island? I haven't got Lost Island. Veritas. Simple answer. Ken wants me to do a dance a proper jig. There we go. Right. Kate is looking forward to Compañeros. TF, the one next to the one that looks what? The one next to it looks like Budweiser. For some reason, my head went straight to the one Santiago to Cuba. Why does that look like Budweiser? I don't know. I don't know what else is Budweiser. We've got Branston Pickle. Can you see that there? Branston Pickle. I loved that last week. That was awesome. Thoughts on Peru? My only experience of Peru is Plantation, and I don't know whether that's a fair representation. I loved the Plantation Peru 2006. I don't know. Yeah, 2000. I forget what it was now. The vibe's coming off there. I loved the Peru. I think it was 2006. I don't know. I love the Plantation, but I don't know whether that's a true representation because obviously Plantation aging cognac and all that sort of stuff. So you've got barrel age, the brandy barrel aging. I don't know. I've not had an out and out Peru rum, so I can't answer that really. Thoughts on Peru, Claire? I did start work at 3:15 a.m. Slept after all afternoon. Cool. Was attempting a riff on a dark and stormy, a Jamaican storm. What am I doing with this then? I've still got this in my glass. What bitters? What sugar am I adding? You lot have all gone shy now, haven't you? So I've got pineapple rum. Sure. Do you know what? Sod it all. Chocolate bitters. Cola, pineapple. Oh no, pineapple and Coke. You lost out. So I'm going cola bitters. You could have made this. You could have had your input. You've all failed. So I'm going cola bitters, pineapple. So Jamaican rum, cola bitters, Oh, that smells a bit fun. And I'm going a bit of Demerara sugar. Not too much. There we go. Bit of Demerara sugar. You could have had your input. You all failed miserably. So pineapple, Demerara sugar, cola bitters. That's what I've come up with. You could have said, do this, do that. I've just beaten you. I've just trumped you because no one else. Oh, John, it's too late now, John. You know, I asked that half an hour ago and you've just come in with it. Fully old-fashioned, I'll come with cane sugar and Angostura. No, see, John, I don't do simple. Sugar and Angostura bitters, that's dull. That is tasty as God knows what. Cola, How that's not a pineapple rum, I'll never know. But Jamaican Secret Distillery #1. Cola bitters and Demerara sugar. Job's good. Oh, that's good. That's really good. On my phone, so just got the comments back. And right, let's just scroll back. Jason. 1.5 ounce of Myers. Jason, what are you doing? With Jason's put Goslings 15, 11, 30-ish mil. Jason wants me to put 151,130 mil of Jamaican rum. I'm sure he's on his iPhone. Autocorrect. 151,130-ish mil of old Jamaican ginger beer. I'm sure the 1-1 should be a slash, but he's got 11. So I would go 15 to 30-ish mil of old Jamaican lime spent. Yeah, that's dull and boring. Gaz, thanks Steve. Havana Club Especial, next bottle on the list. Slowly building my rum collection. Wee home bar, you got to be in Scotland. Wee home bar. On my phone, just got the comments back. Peru's quite sweet, a bit fruity, a bit chocolate. Worth it, Claire. Coffee bitters. Rob, hello, Rob. Rob, you're too slow. You're about 10 minutes too slow, Rob. I asked. Well, it's 22:57 on the clock, so I know I asked at 50, so you're 7 minutes too slow. Orange bitters from Sky. Goslings. Goslings. Oh, hang on. Sorry, Goslings 151. Oh my God, I've just won another iPhone. Congratulations, you have won an iPhone 13. What is going on? Right, it's £10 off. Panama is only one bottle per person, so I had to buy it. 130ml of ginger beer. Cool, cool, cool. Wild Child. Wild Child, have you tried Captain Morgan White Rum? You may think the screen is frozen, but that is my answer to that. Have you tried rhubarb and cod? Yeah, I might just, you know, I don't know whether I should click one of these or not. Has anyone clicked one of these? You've won an iPhone. Has anyone clicked it to see what happens? I'm guessing they like hack your account and then send like random messages to random people. But what if it's real? What if I really have won an iPhone 13? You know, why all these people are just going, nah, that's fake. They're saying, what if it is real? What if I have won? What if we've all won an iPhone 13? How nuts would that be? Kate, don't worry, Kate. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. But what if we have? What if we have won an iPhone? What if we've won? Look, this is really good, by the way. Chocolate bitters was a great shout in this. Even though I didn't use chocolate bitters, the cola bitters. Chocolate bitters would have been phenomenal. Cola bitters. Rhubarb and cod. Rhubarb and cod, you still haven't told me your real name. What's your real name? What are you doing? What are you going to do with that many phones? Become a drug dealer? The only drug I could deal is Renee at the moment, to be fair. Barman, why the long pause? Sky. Susan, hello Susan. See, rhubarb and cod, that was be the last name that I got to. Rhubarb and cod, I was going to go with like Laura, maybe Jennifer. That's where I was going with rhubarb and cod. I would never have got to Susan. Rhubarb and cod, Laura, Jennifer. That's where I would have gone. Jennifer. Jennifer. No, Jennifer. That's where I would have gone. I wouldn't have got Susan. Don't know why. When are you buying that rare Skepta rum? I'm not. Let's be honest, I'm not. And it's just clear that Flow's listening. I know there's been a lot of, and I only knew the answer to that because it's been asked, like, this was in the Discord community earlier. It's been asked a lot of times over the last sort of month or so. For all of those looking at the Havana 7-year-old in the Skepta editions, thinking, oh yeah, it's not. The Havana 7-year-old Skepta is exactly the same as the Havana 7-year-old normal. It's just limited edition labels, that's all it is. Skepta did do a limited release rum of Skepta. It's about 75, 80 quid a bottle. Limited release, and yet you can still buy it. So I don't know how many bottles they did. But yeah, no, I don't know. As I said earlier, I'm not a collector. I'm not, I don't know. If I was a collector, it'd be like, what would be the point? I don't know. I don't know what the point would be. It's like, I want some rum. So I've got rum here that I could crack out in 10 years' time. But, you know, I don't see the point in buying a rum that's a one-off. I don't get it. It's just me. I get the kind of, I get why it's more expensive. I get why it's a collector. I get all that. But for me personally, in the channel, I like, if I really like a rum, I want to be able to buy it again. So I don't want to kind of pick, like, really kind of hit the thing. Oh, you know, oh, this bottle's gone. I'll never get it again. I would hate that. I would hate to find a rum that I absolutely fall in love with that I could never ever buy again. I would hate that. That would just kill me. So I'd rather not buy them. I'd rather just stick to rums that I could kind of buy, you know. Every single rum here. Yeah, every single rum here I could restock quite easily. So yeah, it doesn't do, you know, even the plantation stuff. So in all full disclosure, I didn't buy this. You know, and I love Plantation of Brian. I didn't buy this. This was gifted to me. So this was give or take 100. Let's give you a close up on this. Plantation, there we go. Extreme, oh, wrong way. There we go. Extreme number 4, St. Lucia. This one, 58.9%. Full disclosure, it's nice. It's 130 quid a bottle. I wouldn't have bought it. It's just me. I just don't get it. I just don't, you know, it's, I don't get why that's 130 quid a bottle, and to be brutally honest, some of them here are like 60 quid. I don't get the sort of 70 quid difference. I really don't get it. It's like, it's nice. It's not 70 quid extra nice. So yeah, I'm not that kind of person. I don't see the point of it. I like rum. I like rum that you can buy again. If I find a nice rum, I want to be able to buy it again in a couple of years' time. That's where I am. I can say that word, facetious. Right, where do we go? Susan, are you buying a Skepta? It's a bit oldie-timey, I'll admit. No one is. The Skepta does taste different for the 7. No, it doesn't. So we've had this. The 7-year-old Skepta is 100% Havana 7-year-old. There is absolutely no difference. It's a label change. That's all it is. A brand change. The Skepta 7s are a Havana 7-year-old. There is just absolutely, even the Havana have said this, there is absolutely no variance. The difference is the rum of Skepta, which is like 75, 80 quid a bottle. That's the limited edition rum. That's the special blend. But the rum of Skepta, Havana, with the Havana 7, is just a 7-year-old rum with the limited edition label that you can buy in collector's label. That is it. The Havana 7 is exactly the same as the Havana 7 Skepta. There is no variance in flavour at all. I don't know what your peripherals, what your tastes, your palate is telling you, but they are identical rums. Havana have confirmed that. Who said that? I don't even know who said that now. Claire. Oh, Claire. Claire, I promise you, absolutely promise you, 100% promise you, Havana 7 Skepta is the same as Havana 7, just a different label. That's all it is. Yeah, John, they will run out, but the point is, this is batch 1, and they will do a batch 2 and a batch 3. See, I'm cool with that. I'm all right with that. I'm down with that. But to do a one-off of this, never to be repeated, you know, that's fine. I'm cool with batches. I'm just not cool with a one-off. It's a different thing. If I know there's a batch, because already one of these, batch 1, yeah, see, batch 3. This is batch 3. So I know there's going to be a batch 4 and a batch 5 because, you know, that's how it works. And I kind of get that. I know there's going to be a slight variance, but not too much variance. For instance, I know, that's batch 3 already of that pineapple. So I know that's gone so well that there's going to be a batch 4 and a batch 5. I get it. I know there is. So yeah, one-offs, batches, yeah. Have you had an Australian? Yeah, we were chatting about this in the Discord. I have had Blackgate and Beanley. Yeah, they're all right. They're all right. I haven't kind of got used to them yet, but yeah, the Blackgate is lovely. The Beanley is the plantation. I'm pretty sure is the plantation one from last year. Yeah, decent rums. I haven't gone down the Australian rabbit hole yet to kind of really work them out like I have done Jamaican over the last sort of 3-4 weeks. Yeah. Claire, why does mine taste different? I don't know. I generally don't know, but Havana have said, they've said it time and time again, there is no variance. Havana 7-year-old, they would never do Havana 7-year-old that tasted different to Havana 7-year-old Skepta. They would just never do it. It's just a bottle. But there is the rum of Skepta, which is completely different to the Havana 7-year-old Skepta. Completely different. The Havana 7-year-old Skepta is just Havana 7-year-old in a different label. That's all it is. And they have confirmed that time and time again. Question, Kevin, do you know your bottles well enough to keep them? Do you know your bottles well enough to keep and turn a profit? I don't know what that means, Kevin. Trevor. Kevin. Do you know your bottles well enough to keep and turn a profit? I don't know what that means, Kevin. I generally don't know what that means. That's really good, by the way. How the hell that is turned pineapple out of that, I don't know. Special limited edition bottles. Do you know your bottles well enough to keep and turn a profit? Special limited edition bottles. Yeah, see, Kevin, sorry, I'm really not with you. I don't know what that means, Kevin. Do you know your bottles well enough to keep and turn a profit? Special limited edition bottles. What would I be turning the profit on? Kevin, I'm really not with you. TF Tom, which you could buy and sell at a profit at a later date. Well, I can't sell them because I've opened them. Oh, as in, hang on, as in buy a bottle, not drink it, keep it out of sunlight, and then sell it 5-10 years later. Is that what we're getting at? Sky, it's not a real bar. No, it's not. Sky, is that where we go? No, I know Kevin knows it's not a real bar. No, Sky, it's just a film studio. It's not a bar. Yeah, it's the house. I would love it. The whole plan is to turn this, not this, but somewhere into a place where people can come and taste and spend the night and be on set for a live show. But at the moment, no, it's just the house. It's just a film studio. That's all it is. People, I get so many complaints. Oh, do you know what the biggest thing is, right? The biggest comment I get a lot, so many times, oh, I can't believe you're doing that. That generally is the biggest kind of hate message I get on my YouTube channel. Doing that. I can't believe you're doing that, using the same spoon on guests. You kind of have to go back to them and you go, are you stupid? You know, this is a studio, it's my home bar. You know, no one else is going to get that spoon. That, honestly, honest to God, is the genuine biggest hate comment I get. Or a straw, where, oh, maybe Barman's got it, where you kind of double dip the straw, if you know what I mean. Get the end of the straw. Not whiskey bar, it's a TV. It's a TV bar. It's a TV bar. I think that's what he's saying. Ale, Trevor, explain. Yeah, Kevin. Right. So I get where you're going with this now. So, if you want to go down that route, then follow Darren, Diary of a Rum Hunter. I can't be faffed. You know, I cannot be faffed with searching out and jumping in queues for rums that are like there's only 500 bottles available and they're going to sell out, and I just can't be asked with that. You know, it's like, if it's that good, just keep making it and keep selling it. You know, I can't be faffed with them. Limited edition, right? Limited editions are going to taste good. They are, of course, they're going to taste good. But in my mind, as a business mind, you know, and as a fan mind, as a distillery, you're going to want to create, and this is exactly what Plantation do. You're going to want to create a buzz where people are going to go, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy that. Now, what Plantation have done is phenomenal, because they've basically created a concept where they just buy up a rum from a country, take it back to cognac, age it in cognac barrels, and then release it. We've got 10,000 bottles worldwide, and we're just going to sell it. Plantation have nailed that. Scarcity marketing, not sagacity, not sagacity, scarcity marketing. And they've just nailed it. And that's all it is scarcity marketing. Oh, if you don't get this, you're going to miss out. My whole flip on that is, if it's that good in the first place, if it's a cracking rum, just make it 24/7 and just make your profit that way. I would much rather put my money and time into people that can like recreate that kind of craft over and over and over again. Stuff like your Dawley's 12, your Dawley's 14, your Dawley's XO, your Flor de Caña 12-year-olds up at the back there. Your Admiral, I haven't got any here, but your Admiral Rodneys, that sort of stuff. Your Angostura 1919s, your Hampden 8-year-olds. I would much rather put my money in that I know if I really like it, I could get a bottle next year and the year after. I don't buy. I've been in the booze industry way too long to buy into marketing spiel. I get excited about stuff, but I know the tricks of the trade. You know, this is year 27. I know exactly what brands have to do to keep selling stuff. And the simple fact is, and let's bring this right back to Foursquare. And I love Foursquare. I love Richard Seal. I agree with him. I don't agree with what he says. But let's bring it right back to bare basics. Foursquare as a distillery, as a brand. Foursquare are never ever going to sell the volume of rum that they do if they just had one rum that was just kind of aged for 10 years and then, you know, and 10 years, you know, the next year was a 10-year rum and the year after was a 10-year rum. If people would get bored, that's all it is. So they have to release limited edition rum. Oh, this is this rum, this is this rum. The basic reality is there's not too much, what's the word? I was going to say similarities. Dissimilar, is that a word? Dissimilarities? I don't know what the word is. But it's not too much dissimilar, if that's what I'm trying to say, between the rum. They're just limited releases. And I don't buy into that because I know how the booze industry has to work. It's the same with whiskey. It's the same with gin. Well, gin doesn't really age. But to put this into perspective, let's talk gin for a second. Four Pillars in Australia, cottoned on. They're one of the only gin brands that cottoned onto this. How did Four Pillars in Australia kind of make people want to buy their rum, buy their gin over and over again? They had their bloody Shiraz cask, and everyone knows where wine is concerned, you have a year of vintages, you know, so 2006, 2007, 2008. So what Four Pillars did, well, we released a Bloody Shiraz 2007, a Bloody Shiraz 2008, and that made people want to buy that gin year on year, different year variances. That's all it was, and it's the same with rum. And I don't buy into it. I just don't, because I've been in the booze industry way too long to kind of, yeah. I haven't got a super palate. I'm not one of these. If you're trying to tell me that a Foursquare rum from a 14-year-old's Foursquare rum will taste really different this year if I buy a 14-year-old Foursquare rum next year, I haven't got that palate. I can't taste the difference. I will have a different label on. It will be handwritten in a different thing, granted. But, you know, I'd much rather have a Dawley's 12 or a Dawley's 14-year-old that if I bought in 2 years' time would taste very similar. Bearing in mind that, you know, things change all the time. I didn't know about the sugar thing with Eldorado. Stephane and Trevor kind of pointed this out last week. You know, this tastes very different to how it did a couple of years ago. But I guarantee if I buy this bottle of Eldorado in 2 years' time, it's going to taste identical. It's you know, they use a bit of caramel colouring. They use a tiny bit of sugar to adjust. I know full well that if I buy an Eldorado 12-year-old rum in 2020, where are we, 2022? 2024, it's going to taste pretty similar to what it is now. And that's what I like. That is me. Sorry if that's not you, but that is me. So, I want to see the shelf above out of shot sometime. I can make that happen. Hang on. Let's go to my camera. Sorry, that was 10 minutes ago. It's a really long one tonight. Hang on. Where's my camera? There we go. Right. Oh, peanuts. Where's my... Hang on a second. Right, I can get rid of that. I don't leave the notes open. So where's my... There it is. Right. There we go. Can you kind of see that? So I can zoom in and do that. Hello. Right. Kingston. Oh, look at that. Look. Kingston 62. Look at that. That's not bad, is it? Right. That's as far as I can zoom out. Hang on, but I can do this though. I can move. How's that look? At the moment, it's just got my kind of liqueurs, my... Oh, look at that look. That's kind of... That looks weird, doesn't it? Oh, that's not a bad angle. I kind of like that. Makes me look really short. So, yeah, I've kind of got the Giffard up there. A few of that, but I think in time, I think what's going to happen, I think the spiced rum, and I think this will happen in like literally 4 or 5 weeks, the spiced rums will probably end up there, the liqueurs will probably go over there in front of me, and this will end up being rum as well down here. So rum, spiced rum up there. I kind of like that angle. That's not bad. Can you see my little Rolls Royce here? Look at that. Oh, I not got my finger. There we go. And my Pussers blacktop poster up there. Right. And when a good take, STEMI, it allows them to process without having to guarantee year-on-year consistency. Yeah, I think that's there. I think that's it. Right, I think I've come to the end of the comments. I think I've sent most people to sleep, which has been awesome. Thank you very much for your love. And now I can still see there's quite a few of you on now. Mozart liqueurs good. Yeah, I kind of rate them. When's that going to drop? Might be a week or so from now. I've taken these into... I was using these in Drink Stuff this week. So these will be on the Drink Stuff channel. But I think it might be the week after next that they drop. So not this week coming, the week after. So I filmed Drink Stuff. I'm like two or 3 weeks ahead. But yeah, these were Drink Stuff channel. That one, because it's fuller than that one. But yeah. So yeah, all this sort of stuff. See, that's what I mean. It doesn't need to be here now. It kind of needs to be at the Drink Stuff studio. But yeah. Then there's a LIXIR top cheese. I have some fruit purees. Mine's red. Thanks for the hang. Very fun. Derek, good angle. You do look a bit lost in the vastness. Yes, it's kind of, you know, excuse the belly. It's kind of up there a bit. Yeah, see, I kind of need to build it out. It's what I mean. I've kind of outgrown the studio a little bit. I've got, so what you can sort of see here, this is kind of 3, so he says, spilling the demerara. So you can kind of see 1 sugar there. I've got a 2nd tier of sugar there. And I've got a 3rd tier of sugar there. So effectively, of what you can see there, of 1, 2, 3, I've got that same there. So tiers there. And then up above, so that's 3 tiers there. 1, so can you see my hand? 1, 2, 3. So you kind of see 3 tiers there. 1, 2, 3. And then 4th tier, I've got up there as well. You can see that. My piment is empty. I need to refill that. So I've got all that there, and then in front of the camera, which you can't see, I've got more shelves there. So I've got quite a bit. Good angle. Brilliant. I think that's it now. Kate is still here. Thanks very much. Thank you very much. I need to kind of like stand on the tiptoes to kind of fill the screen a bit more. Let's zoom in. Hello. Thanks very much for watching. Where are we? 3 hours and 25 minutes. Amazing. And it's still 52 people watching on various different platforms. Thank you very much. It's been emotional. I really like that. I wish I'd done chocolate bitters, but the cola bitters were a treat. That, boys and girls, is phenomenal. Secret Distillery. And we can finish on a zoom in on that without me kind of moving. There we go. Secret Distillery, pot still. There we go. 53.8. Boom. Done. Yes. Look out for batch number 4 of that, because that's going to be awesome. So thank you very much. I'm going to end the stream there. I will see you next week. I don't even know what videos are dropping next week, but I will see you next Sunday, because it's going to be fun as always. All right. Toodaloo.